Mic check 1 2, test 1 2, mic check 1 2.
Well, thanks everybody for being here and tuning in online. We're going to go ahead and get started with 2026 Friday Night Fever preview. Really excited about the set. Want to thank everybody for being here. We'll do some more thank yous later, I guess, before we get the sales started. Had a chance to hop on the Drench Line podcast a while ago, which was pretty cool. So make sure if you're not tuned into that you do so. If you are tuned in here, if you're in the crowd, if you've got your own company pages, share this around off of the Mock Livestock Sales page on Facebook or whatever your avenue of choice is, Jakey, wherever you find your dates and whatnot, whichever one you do there. Pleasure here to be joined with my good friend Kent Jakey. He'll kind of help us MC this deal this afternoon as far as intros and whatnot, and then Caden Church, who's one of my good buddies, turned into a right-hand man, helps us there at the Livestock Marketing Group. Awesome mind in terms of livestock, and Caden's going to discuss the goats with us as well. So without further ado, I guess we're going to start the preview, guys. And up first, it looks like we got Holt Farms. Jake, you introduce him?
You bet. Hey, Kevin, it is great to be here again. My pleasure to be involved with this, and Caden to be here with us again today and be able to discuss these goats for the tonight. Guys, we've got a few more ahead this year, and it's just a credit to what this sale has done over the last year and the ones that we sold through this program last year. And we are so excited to bring this offering to you this year. To start our preview today, for those of you that are online, we're coming to you from Holt Farms. This is going to be our Lot 5 goat tonight in the sale. This is an exclusive son out of an unfinished business dam. And Caden, why don't you talk about this goat and how we're going to start this off? What a way to start off today.
Hey, you bet.
Glad to be here. Before you go, Caden, I'm sorry. This will be Lot 5, so you'll reference your sale order tonight, which will be posted on CCI, on the website, everywhere that the bidding is going to take place. It's going to be a scrambled order. So when they come through here, you're going to reference your lot numbers as we announce them, but that's not necessarily the order that they're selling in.
Okay.
So just reference your lot numbers, guys, as you're taking notes, and then the sale order, it'll be a little scrambled there this evening, but it all makes sense to you. Sorry.
You bet. Like I was saying, I'm glad to be here. It's fever time again. One of the busiest weekends as far as selling goats and getting ready for the show season is kicking off now, and everybody's blood pressure and ticking really hard and high, and we're rumbling. We're ready to go.
Mine is.
And it's fever time, and I know it gets me excited every year. And what a way to start right here with Holt Farms, the one that's stout featured and really good looking here from the side. I love this one's balance and the way he wedges from front to rear, yet still looks like he's got the right kind of shape and turn up high. Good start here. One that's futuristic in terms of his look and stout in terms of his stumps down low. I like this one here from Holt.
Again, this is coming to you from Holt Farms. Again, this will be Lot 5. This will be their neck chain Lot 5. Again, this will not necessarily be the order. We're going to have, again, an exclusive son out of an unfinished business dam.
Want to give a shout out to Hadley for her hard work there, getting those things raised. That's her project, the goats there at Holt Farms, and she does an awesome job with them. We're going to have a few guest consigners this year, kind of invited some young guys who are up and coming, who've had some success over the last year. Reed Decker's up, one of our young consigners, one of our guest consigners, I guess, fresh off the Reserve Grand Champion there at Dallas this last October. He brings us to Believe the Hype, the buck that we raised there and sold part of to Maverick. Those things have been hot. So I'll let you guys do the intro on Reed here. But
this is a Lot 30, Kevin. This will be the Lot 30 goat in the lineup tonight. This black-headed goat, again, is a Believe the Hype son out of their 2418 doe, which is a BTW Goose All-State doe. Again, this is lot ID 602, but Caden, here's one. Tremendous body, awesome structure in this weather.
You know, Jake, in my opinion, and kind of today's time and where we're headed with the show weathers and how we're progressing and what's kind of in right now as far as the weathers that are winning, This is the kind of look from the side that you got to have to compete at a very, very high level. Tall shouldered, neckties extremely high, and the way he wedges from the base of his chest floor back to the center portion of his rib, all the way back through his flank line, is absolutely elite. From the side, I think it's hard to draw him much better than that, and yet still from a 3/4 angle like y'all are seeing online, still the right kind of rib shape, still the right kind of progression in terms of width and shape down into the lower seat of his pants. A black-headed wether here that looks really, really good from the side, yet still has some punch to go with it.
I got up off my perch here and went and checked this thing out, and he is ranked there at his mid-body in 13th rib. I think Reed brought us a really good one.
And awesome feet. I mean, structure on this goat is
They point
awesome
the right
too.
way.
So, guys, welcome to the Fever.
So, as we're getting that one off, the next one coming in, one thing we talked about there on the Drench Line podcast a while ago was kind of the progression of this sale and where we've been and kind of how some things have come about over the years. And 5-6 years ago, Friday Night Fever was the muscle sale. Goats have progressed so much in the last few years, but it used to be the muscle sale. And now in my travels, I spent 8 days on the road looking at these things. I thought I was going to come with you, Jake, because I was on the road for so long looking at all these things. But we have tried over the last couple of years, and you can look over here to the left of the block and see all the success from last year of those kiddos. But we have really tried to make sure that these firms are bringing the ones that have the most upside potential, that have the correct build and balance and pedigree to be the ones in the end. And so, man, I would encourage you, if you're watching online, if you're going to join us here live, to study down this sale order, because like this goat that John brings up next, feet and legs, balance, build, design, pedigree, we got a lot going on right here.
Yeah, this one here hit me when he was coming onto the carpet today. Coming to you from Smithwood Genetics. This is going to be lot 87. Lot 87. This is a timeless son. Of course, timeless is no stranger to the show ring. Siring these goats that are competitive all across the country out of a Try Harder dam. And Caden, what another awesome goat to be at the front of this, our preview.
No doubt. If you'd have told me to guess what this one was out of when he got on the block, I think a first guess would have been timeless. Phenotypically, that's how he makes them every single time. Tall-shouldered, really, really stout in terms of his foot size and his feature. Got the extra hair there to go with it, and yet still props up and proportions right there from the side. A good one, timeless here from Smithwick.
Again, this is lot 87 from Smithwick Genetics, a timeless son. Again, lot 87. Next in the lineup in our preview is going to be lot 21, coming to you from Skelly Show Goats. Of course, Skelly, no stranger to the Fever, and have been awesome exhibitors here and consigners. Again, here's one with the big back and the big features, Caden. This is a Can't Stop. Of course, this is a timeless grandson out of an Uzi dam. And, again, a wether, I think, has got some big parts.
So Cash and his dad, Dallin, their families from Causey, New Mexico. And Cash worked for us for a couple years as our herdsman there at Mock Livestock before going back home to focus on raising kids and raising his own goats. And, man, they use a lot of our genetics there from KM. They made him a timeless son and an I'm the Way son last year that they've utilized into their program. I think we're going to see some of those in the 3 that they brought. But man, I think these goats will feed. I've been out there several times, looked through those does, just the structural integrity in those things, and the density to their mid-body across that set of does is really, really good. I encourage you to look at these.
Okay, again, this is coming to you from Skelly Show Goats in New Mexico. This is lot 21. This is a Can't Stop son. Again, great consignment coming to you from Skelly Show Goats. Also with Skelly coming in here, this is lot 22. Here, the dark-headed wether coming up here, another Can't Stop. So this would be a timeless grandson. Again, a big top, awesome profile, tall at the withers right there. A big bendy leg on this goat. I love the way this one's built. Caden, just from the profile, this one gives you a wild look.
Yeah, no doubt. Cash and his family, good friends. Always enjoy whenever they make the trip to a goat sale. It seems like that's probably the only time I get to see them, but I thoroughly enjoy it whenever they make the trip and get to catch up and see those folks. Really good people. The goat that he's got on the block now, love him in terms of his just true shape and dimension from front to rear. He's broad through the base of his chest. He's wide through his mid body, and yet still big in terms of his pin set and lower width. Yet still, most impressively to me about this goat is how wide he is from his pin set to his hock all the way to the surface, and maintains that width in motion when he's moving around. Good goat in terms of muscle, and yet still has a nice presence to him. A nice one here that fits a lot of categories as far as judges, Jake.
Again, Skelly Show Goats, thanks, Cash, for bringing these goats to us. Again, this is lot 22 from Skelly Show Goats. Next up, again from Skelly, this is lot 20. This is a curtain call son, kind of a bigger featured goat. This one's got the extra bone and power. When he hit the carpet, this thing is big parts. If you're wanting one for an earlier show, maybe this one's a little bigger, stouter one. Out of a Falkenstein 25043 dam, which is a Believe in Me out of a Keep the Faith. Again, this one's got a lot of look. This one is burly.
Kind of a different speed in terms of look, style, and balance than the two that they've already had here on the block. And I think that's a testament to what Curtain Call's done to a lot of programs thus far in his early career. In terms of look from the side, it's hard to draw him better. Level-hipped, tall-shouldered, extremely long-necked when you study him up front there. Yet still, he's got the big furries down low. And yet, like Kevin gave me the thumbs up when he went and touched him up there. I assume that he's got the big roll out of the backside of his blade and loin edge is square. A good-looking one here that, like Jake said, a little bigger in stature, but yet doesn't look like he's going to grow away from himself. So you stand on the gas, feed him, and I think he's going to be easy to manage wherever your target or endpoint's going to be. Like this one here from Skelly, earns a check mark by me.
Looks like he's got a lot of fuzz down there on them legs, too. He's going to be hairy.
Big pipes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cash.
Okay, again, that is lot 20 coming to you from Skelly.
Yeah, those curtain calls, we sold the first ones were the January borns, and so we're just kind of getting in the second little group of those things. And, man, they're feeding good. Some of the best ones we've got up north are out of him, and they're continuing to do all the right things. So my buddy Reagan Thurman comes up next, looks like, and Reagan's another guest consigner with us. He's up and comer right here, guys. I mean, there wasn't a kid that was much more dominant or a family than Reagan and his sister when they showed. He's livestock minded. He's hardworking. You're going to get the service after the sale, and really excited to have Reagan with us the first year at the Fever.
And again, this one coming to you from Reagan Thurman Show Stock. This caped weather right here, guys, was out of a flush that we sold a female flush mate to this one again last night. Did you have that last night? Tuesday night.
The Friday night females is on Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
In Kevin's world. Only in Kevin's world.
Oh, in Kevin's world, we'd sell the Friday night females on Tuesday. But there was a female that was a flush mate to this one that sold in that sale. But Reagan says this was the power of the flush. This was the hammer of the flush. And this Cape Goat, again, big-time look on this one, Cade.
You know, Reagan, just a couple hours late, maybe arrive into San Angelo today, maybe him and his crew. It's hard to find good friends, but it's okay. Reagan, we'll forgive you on that one. I've seen a lot of Snapchats of this Cape weather that Reagan sent, and every time one thing remains the same. This one's look of balance and just true skeletal build is always good. Whether he's running loose in a pin or prompt up here right on the block, that's always been the same. I like his top line balance. It matches his underline balance. His shoulder angle's right. His knees backwards, yet his hind legs got the right kind of posture. And from the online where you guys are looking right now, he's broad to the base of his chest. He's got the right kind of width from front to rear to feed and be competitive on down the road. He's probably not the bloomiest and the most aggressive in terms of condition today that we'll sell, but read his indicators. That one reads right in terms of look, balance, and skeletal quality, yet still having the right kind of width and just genuine shape to feed and be competitive.
Man, you get on top of that thing. His cage is broad. His length of back and his length of neck and his length of hip all balances. He's got the right amount of air under him. I think this is a really, really nice one, folks.
Again, this is Lot 18. Lot 18 coming to you from Reagan Thurman Showstock, a Manifesto son out of the Trixie donor. Again, Lot 18. Also from Reagan coming to you, this is Lot 19. This, again, is another Manifesto son out of a Clout Outward Taco Cat female. Again, this one's a little bit, maybe a little younger, a little shorter back, but boy, one that's got a big turn to its hip. Big. I love the structure of this goat again, Caden, and the way this one's put together.
Short backed, but I think it all matches Jake in terms of his length of side, and yet length of neck, and yet everything kind of fits and proportions right. I like how cute he is about his head and skinny necked, yet still massive about his center body. One that maybe is not going to be the biggest in the end, but looks like a contender in them lighter to middleweights on down the road.
Looks like a little show steer to me.
That's right.
Again, this is Lot 19 coming to you from Reagan Thurman Show Stock. Thank you, Reagan, for bringing those two goats to us. Coming to you next, this comes from in Stokes Livestock. Stokes is bringing us Lot 24. This black-headed wether is a Trojan horse son out of the Cheddar Sister Dam, which is a bullet train woke female. Again, Cheddar Sister, a bullet train woke, and again, this is a Trojan horse son. Again, one has tremendous look from the profile. Love that dark cape over the front of his shoulder, but one that's built tremendous.
Yeah, Tanner from right up the road here. He's brought us a goat and a sheep, so we'll talk about the sheep as we get into those things here later on. But just proud to have him as a guest consignor this year for the first time at the Fever. Another one, I think the crew that he runs with, you can get a lot of service after the sale on this one. Balanced up, good looking, real sound. I think a lot of feedability on the top side of this one.
Again, this is Lot 24 coming to you from Tanner Stokes Livestock. Again, this is Lot 24. Next up will be our Lot 10 wether this year from J&J Livestock. This is a Pink Pony son out of the Follow Me Dam. Again, really good built one, massive in his cage. This one's, is this 11? This is 11. Okay, sorry.
While Jake's getting his stuff together, we need Synergy, Sunnybrook, Keese, Maloney. Head this way, guys.
Okay, this is Lot 11. I apologize. This is a Calico son out of the Tag Team Dam. This is a wether with a buck option in the sale tonight. Again, you talk about big pieces in this one. Really good at the ground. I love the feet and legs in this goat. And again, you've got a buck option here, Caden.
Yeah, a buck option that reads with a lot of quality. From the front side of this thing or the back side, he is country stout, Jakey. He is opened up. He is extremely bold in terms of his rib cage and opened up at the top side of his hip, yet still has a tremendous look there from the side. Tall-shouldered, ties everything together, and most impressively, that thing is stout, opened up, and extremely muscular. Buck option here from J&J, like this Calico son here.
Yeah, Justin, his family, they've been with us a long time, selling at the live sales, doing some online business with us. I don't know how long you've been in the goat business, but it's longer than you haven't, I guess, probably for both of us now. We're getting gray in our beards, but they know what it takes to perform, to get along. This family works really hard. They have not brought one to one of our events, I think, that's got this far-reaching pieces to him.
And this is also a maternal brother to the $18,000 dam that they had at the symposium this year too. So a lot of history, a lot of genetic power in that buck option wether there. The red one on the stand right now. Again, this red wether. This is the Pink Pony son out of the Follow Me Dam. Again, stout, really flashy made. This thing's got some wild parts, Caden.
Yeah, the old red here, and never can beat a little color, especially when they're full of quality like this one. Stout feature, big forearmed, really good in terms of his upper rib cage and forerib shape, yet still has got a lot of shape down in the lower seat of his pants. A red goat here that's got muscle and looks like he's got the stout feature to go with it. A good one here.
This is Lot 10 again, folks. This is a Pink Pony son. The red goat is Lot 10 for our sale tonight. On the stage now is coming as the consignment. This is Lot 58 coming to you from Synergy Livestock. This is a Stone Cold son out of Keep the Faith Dam. Again, here's one, guys, that they have had their eye on to bring to the Fever since the day this one was born. This thing's got some big pieces, big, bold forearm, big barrel, big rib cage. Love the way this one's built, too.
Yeah, I know Kojo's been high on this one. We're glad to have him at the Fever this year. He's been high on this goat for a while out of his Stone Cold buck. That thing's doing a nice job. I've seen several of those this year. One thing about them, they're all square. They got a big noggin on them, and they got a big caboose back behind it. We got one here that's just, he's blocky, stout, he's square, big muscled. Caden can tell you what he thinks, but I think a real nice goat.
And the maternal granddam to this goat won Austin here a few years ago. So there's power in the pedigree in this Lot 58 Stone Cold Weather, coming to you from Synergy Livestock. Thank you for bringing a great entry. Also from Synergy Livestock, this is Lot 59. This is a Manifesto son. Manifesto, of course, the dam is a flush mate to Trojan Horse, the 2024 Kansas City Grand and Reserve Supreme Doe at Arizona, and was also third overall Slick Doe at the OYE here a few years ago. But here's a Manifesto son. Again, big pedigree and power in the pedigree here, one that'll go on and feed really well.
You know, Manifesto's been hot, and Jake and his crew that have sold those thus far are selling some high-quality ones that look like they'll feed. This one, maybe just a little different speed in terms of some of the other ones that have sold. Got more just true density and moderation to him. He's really big hipped and really wide from stifle to stifle. I like this goat in terms of feeding him for a lighter weight division through the spring up what we got coming. But a Cape Shaw, kind of a tan-headed one here that looks really neat in terms of his shortness of back, broadness from front to rear, and yet still having the right shape from behind.
When you first see this, when you think, well, he's kind of a cute little one, but he is a tank.
Yeah.
When you start studying that thing, he's got the big paws and the big bone. I love this goat right here, Lot 59, coming to you from Synergy Livestock, and thank you again for bringing a great consignment to us. On the stage now is our friend Sunnybrook Show Goats. This is Lot 52. This is another Manifesto son out of a Keep the Faith dam. Again, out of a great flush by Manifesto on their great Keep the Faith dam from Sunnybrook Show Goats.
Yeah, Dallas and Cammy there from Oklahoma racing some really nice goats. And we're proud to have them here at the Fever. Let Church talk about them, but just want to make sure, give them a plug. Really proud to have them. They sell a lot of our events with us, sell online with us, and do an awesome job.
Yeah, these are the good people from Custer County down there, just down the road from Washita County. Jake probably knows.
Yep.
Yeah, good one here that Sunnybrook brought us here, and now a new family of three. Got a newborn now and living happy. I'm happy for them. Brought us a Manifesto here that's real level in terms of his top line, broad from front to rear, yet still props up and gives you a nice balanced look there from the side. Good goat here from Sunnybrook, a firm of them. A pair of good people here that'll follow you to the backdrop and try to help you get wherever you're trying to go.
Again, this is Lot 52 from Sunnybrook Show Goats. Again, big pieces in that one, going to feed really well down the road. Their next entry is Lot 53. This dark-headed weather. Again, this is Lot 53. This is a curtain call son out of Lime, their donor Lime, which is a Lou Ice dam. Again, this Lime female has produced their Fever Weather from last year also. So this, again, is another maternal brother to the one that was our top seller last year. Again, power in the pedigree. Again, I still believe these genetics, and when you line them up like this, and there's proven genetics in here, here's one that's skeleton is impeccable, tall at its withers. This thing is really good at the ground too, Caden.
Yeah, a different speed than their last one, in my opinion. One that when you study him from the side, he's really tall-shouldered, like Jake says, long-necked and ties it really well. Long spine and yet level and correct in his hip posture, and he's got a nice set to his hind leg here. It looks like he can stand on the gas, and this one's just skeletal quality, can handle being pushed on to a heavy weight, where I think this goat probably is 12 o'clock and succeeds the best. But a nice one here from Sunnybrook, a curtain call son that can be fed hard and shown in the heavies.
Again, this is Lot 53 from Sunnybrook Show Goats. Again, this is a Lime son, which is the dam of the one they had last year. On the stage now, this is Lot 12 coming to you from Keese Livestock. This is a Believe the Hype, one that is a little younger out of a Robin Hood dam. Again, I love this one's build, love the bendy legs on this one, really tall at its shoulder. This thing here has got some big parts. This is lot 12 from Keith's Livestock.
We're glad to have Adam and Jenny down there as official Texans, and, man, really proud of what they've done over the last couple of seasons, getting their farm rebuilt down here. Man, they work hard. If you don't know them, I'd encourage you to get to know them. They live just north of Dublin in Comine, Texas, between Dublin and De Leon there, just about 15 minutes down the road from me, Jake. They used hype this last time for this fever group, and kind of quintessential what those things look like. Really athletic, really racy. This one's a little more immature than a few of them, but if you go look at those does at Adams, I think there's no doubt this thing's going to chunk in the end. He's a really nice goat. Let Church give some comments.
Yeah, hands-on just now. He's a skinny goat right now, but everything touches right in terms of his edges, the roll out of the backside of his blade, and how wide and crisp his loin edge is. Got a big pin set in him. Skinny goat today. Study his indicators. Big feet, big forearm, broad neck. Got the right ditch running out of the back of his blade. That one will feed. Get in here on Keys.
And again, looks like he's got the extra shag down there on them legs. And hey, these next three, these are all full brothers, right? All three of these they're all flush brothers. All bred the same way. Bred the same way. All right. This, again, is lot 12 from Keith's Livestock. This next one is another one that's, I believe, the hype out of a Robin Hood dam. Again, here's one that, to me, big, long, skinny neck, but got the big pipes and the big feet. Just love the big wild features in this goat right here, guys. A wether that hit me hard when he hit the carpet, Caden, but another one that's bred just like the last one. And they're very similar in their type and kind.
Yeah, no doubt. They're similar. And one thing Keith has kind of stamped himself and made himself known for is just true muscle and width and shape. And these goats that he's had on the block, these last two of them, all have had the right kind of shape and just stuff that Keith is known for, yet still their look and just proportion and stretch and right kind of flexibility. When you study their angles from the side, reads right. I think these goats will feed. Don't let this one kind of deceive you a little bit. He's got that spot in the middle of his back, and it kind of can give you an odd look at times. Get on top of that one. He's broad. He's got the right kind of width. There's nothing wrong with his spine. A good goat here from Keith that's got a lot of good things going for him.
Hey, the good thing about it is when he gets older, that spot's going to get wider.
That's right. Everything gets bigger.
Everything gets bigger. This is lot 13 again from Keith's Livestock. Believe the hype out of a Robin Hood dam. And the next one, this is lot 14. This is also a Believe the hype out of a Robin Hood dam. Again, from Keith's Livestock. Here's the bigger, stouter one of these three. Dark-headed goat, but again, built very similar. Got the awesome structure, big at the ground. And again, a goat, again, that's got the big features. Little older one maybe, or a little bigger, stouter one. Go to them earlier shows maybe, but this thing's built just like the other two.
Yeah, no doubt. A goat that we got on the block, just like some other ones we've talked previously, got some extra grow, got some extra air underneath him, and I think feeds to be a really competitive heavyweight. Level spine, big-footed, yet still got the right kind of shape. Awesome looking from the side. A bigger, kind of more growthy kind of a goat that Keith brings us here. Fits heavy if you're looking for a heavyweight.
Again, this is going to be lot 14, a heavyweight candidate here from Keith's Livestock. Again, I believe the hype out of a Robin Hood dam. Okay, coming to the stage now is our friends from Maloney Livestock. Maloney Livestock brings us lot 67. This is a Golden Glove Son, KM Golden Glove Son out of an I Am the Way She Said dam. Again, one that is tremendous up through that front 1/3, really tall at its withers.
Look how stout that one is, huh?
Huh?
Look how stout that thing is.
You want to talk about a wedge shape. This one has got that wedge shape that everybody looks for.
Well, proud to have Garrett and crew, the extended family and everybody joining us at Fever again. Garrett, and they're at home waiting on baby to come, so he couldn't make it, but come down with the crew. Put these in here to kind of keep everything interesting from a sale order standpoint. I'll let Church say what he wants to do, but this is absolutely one of the best goats in the sale. I challenge you to find one that rivals this one in terms of center body width and still being that shallow and round in his forerib and cracked open at his 13th with that amount of feature and handle. These Golden Gloves, the first ones we're selling right now. So they were just born March, Aprils on the first ones of those, and they're very, very nice as a new buck there at KM. But I think just an exceptional offering that Garrett's brought us. And this one right here, if he doesn't make everybody's short list, I guess we don't see him the same.
You know, Jake, I think we all can see, whether you're sitting over here to my right or over here to my left, there is absolutely not a flat part on this goat's body from front to rear. Not one part. He's broad-chested. He's opened up through his rib cage, and he's got one giant caboose on him. And the most interesting thing about this goat, Jake, is this one's grandma is Helen, which just so happens to be the mother of Falkenstein's goat that was reserve grand at the Arizona National this last year. So power's in the blood. He's got the good genetics on the bottom side, which matters to me whenever it comes to feeding him, yet still one that's absolutely ridiculously stout, yet rope-necked and good looking here from the side.
Well, I'm not going to tell you that I'm an authority on this, but when that one hit the carpet, even Jakey found that on that one. That thing has got some big parts, folks, so you better have a star by Lot 67 coming to you from Maloney Livestock. Again, Garrett, thanks for bringing such a great goat for the fever this year. Following up with them, here is another little tank coming to you. This is a Platinum Son from Maloney Livestock again. This one here is a powerhouse. This is Lot 68. This is out of a Fear Not Cinderella Man dam. But again, a wether that's got some big parts. And you talk about deep-bodied and big parts on a kind of a shorter back, chubby or chunky one. Here's from Maloney Livestock, Lot 68.
Absolutely ridiculous, and his feature, big-footed, big forearmed, really hairy, real level in his hip, and he gives you a picture-perfect look there from the side, yet still got the right kind of shape from a three-quarter angle. This one's mom would be this one is a maternal sib to their exclusive doe that they sold at Pfeiffer's just a few days back. Love that doe a lot, and she got a good home. Expect big things out of her, and yet this weather, lots of cool things to talk about in terms of his feature, width, and all that, but yet still balances well from the side.
Yeah, these Platinums are feeding well. That's what they do. Make them that dense, that square, that boxy. And still with this one, Angles read right, I think a very high caliber one right here, guys.
Okay, again, this is Lot 68. Lot 68 coming to you from Maloney Livestock. This is a Platinum out of the great 2403 donor dam. Next up from Maloney Livestock, this is Lot 69. This is a Kill the Noise son out of the famed JoJo, which is a Fuzzy Handcuffs out of Knuckle Puck. Again, there's no greater pedigree in this business right now than what this goat represents, and it's very representative of its phenotype that they bring to us again from Maloney Livestock, Lot 69.
You know, I've liked the trio that Maloney's had pegged to come to the fever for a very long time, and this one's always hit me a little different than the other two, Jake, just because his bottom side. JoJo's one of my favorite does that showed in Oklahoma, maybe ever, and she's definitely on the short list anyways. And then what's impressive about her, she was a good show doe, and yet she comes out and she stamps stock in show weathers that look like this. Tall shouldered that run uphill, love his underline, and still really explosive from behind. Like this one here, love his mom. This one will feed. Get in here like this goat a lot.
Again, folks, this is Lot 69. This is the third entry for Maloney Livestock, a Kill the Noise out of the famed JoJo, Lot 69. Okay, coming up next, this is coming to you from Walker Livestock. Again, Walker Livestock brings us Lot 25. Look at the shag on the pipes on this thing here, guys.
Jake, you got bulls in the pasture that don't have feet
I don't have
big.
that much hair on bulls at home that this one's got. This thing here has got wicked shag down low on its legs, but it's got the big pieces. This thing I call chubby and chunky. This is Lot 25. This is a Xanax doe or a wether out of the great Timeless doe. It goes back to the Hummel Drago pedigree on the bottom side. But, guys, this thing, I don't know much, but that thing there really impresses me for the overall look and shag.
Avery's done a great job raising goats, just fresh graduated, so they're all on the table this year. She's got along really good with these things, and it's pretty neat to see what she's done in her program over the last couple of years. One of the more extreme ones we're going to sell today, just in terms of foot and fuzz and muscularity. I think this goat has some really neat pieces to him, Church.
Yeah, no doubt. It's clear that everybody can see how giant-footed and hairy this one is, yet still, usually whenever they come that big-footed and that wild-looking, they tend to get a little flatter and maybe a little more one-dimensional when you study him from the side. Not the case here. He's still wide, he's shallow, he's exotic-looking, he's got the right kind of shape and true width from front to rear to feed and be competitive. Good goat here. ESTs, keep him on your short list.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing here's got some big parts, folks. Again, you better have a star by lot 25 coming to you from Walker Livestock. Another goat that will surely impress tonight during the fever sale. Thank you for bringing that great goat. Next up in our preview, this is Lot 80. Lot 80 coming to you from Akins and Demet Livestock. Akins and Demet, again, bring us a reality check, son, out of the Halfman 4118, which is Air Popeye Dam. She is also a full sister to Madden Wise's reserve champion at the 24 National Western. Again, this is a full sib to their high seller at the Republic. Big features in this one here, big shape. This thing's going to have show ring presence to go with it, Caden.
Yeah, no doubt. Clint and the Akins crew always doing a good job, whether they're raising and selling stock or getting stock ready for the show ring. A group of them that are aggressive and doing it the right way and always doing a good job. Reality check weather here that looks like he does a lot of good things. He checks a lot of boxes in terms of being balanced, built right, and still having shape, yet still handles with the right kind of the just true dimension and just crispness up top to feed and to be a heavyweight. Never have to worry about that one getting plain, no matter how hard you push on him. Like this one here that Clint brings us. Good goat here.
Again, this is Lot 80. Lot 80 coming to you from Akins Demet Livestock. Lot 80. This is a reality check, son. And next up for Akins and Demet Livestock, this is Lot 81. This is Lot 81. This is a Troubadour, son, and a Cocky's mom. This one's got the big gorilla back, big broad chest in him, and got a big turn to his hip, guys. I love the way this one's built. This thing will make a great middleweight someday.
Yeah, one of my favorite redheads here on the block, and Paisley's done an awesome job there the last couple of years in the ring across the country. I guess, Church, we followed her around her does last year. She wins the banner, I think, everywhere. She raises the reserve grand at Fort Worth in 2025. She showed the grand weather at Houston there this past March, one that we raised, and his firm and his family does an awesome job. The goats that they're putting together there at the house, Cocky's mom. So this doe would have come from the Hoffman brothers at Symposium. They're feeding out of that thing. Paisley's fed several out of that doe. They progressively get stouter. As I go by their house and look at those things and you see them at the shows, they just progressively get stouter and stouter and stouter with time. So I think one that definitely has a chance here.
Again, this is Lot 81 coming to you from Akins and Demet Livestock, Lot 81. Okay, next up for us, this is coming to you from Bow Livestock. Bow Livestock is bringing you a I Am the Way, son. This one may be as freaky designed one as they brought to the table here for us, but a goat that just hit me hard when he came onto the black carpet today. This thing's got a skinny neck, but a big, wide back in him, guys. And look at the fuzz already coming on those legs right here. Out of the 1036 dam, a Master P dam.
Yeah, this was one of my short listers on the trip, on the fever trip that we made. I kind of got on to Bo a little bit. I said, hey, you got to make sure you're tending the stuff at home while you're out picturing everybody's stock because you got a hammer in your barn that needs a little more groceries between now and fever, and it looks like he got it. I absolutely love this goat. His profile, I think, is next level. He's up-fronted. He balances great. He is super attractive from the side, and once you put your hands on this thing, everything that you want is there. A really good one from Bo.
You know, Kev, he must be pretty smart, too. He left the real showman on the block showing the next one. So this one must be smart and good. So I'd say get in, especially on a younger showman that needs a smart goat.
Well, she's a world champion showman. So, no, real good one right here from Bo. One of my favorites.
Okay, guys, again, this is Lot 43. Lot 43 coming to you from Bow Livestock. Lot 43. The next consignment from Bo, this is Lot 44. Lot 44, this is a Platinum son out of the 0041 Try Harder Dam. Again, this thing has been a favorite on the farm ever since it was born. This thing is stout, wild looking, got some big pieces, and got the little extra shag down there on its pipes. Here's Lot 44 from Bo Livestock.
Yeah, Jake, it looks like a platinum that looks real feedable, like a bunch of those platinums that have already sold yet this year. Tall shouldered, really, really good looking up front, yet wedge is perfect from front to rear. His chest is really shallow. He gets progressively deeper from there back, and yet still skinny today, but still has the right creases and dimples on the rear part of that goat to know that one's going to be plenty stout and have the right shape in the end.
Yeah,
Again, guys,
big body cavity and cage and a
huge
wide
cage.
chest for a skinny goat. Sheep consigners, you're on deck. Head this way.
Okay, guys, again, this is lot 44 coming to you from Bow Livestock, a Platinum Sun, lot 44. Next on the stage is lot 88, coming to her from our friends up in Nebraska, the Went Show Goats up in north of Columbus, Nebraska, come all the way down here. Good to see you, my friend Judd and his family. Always bring the power to the fever. Here's a Loud and Proud son out of a Kill the Noise. That's what she said. Damn. The dam of this weather was actually Caden. You better talk up on this one. They bought this one from you for the symposium. And again, a goat that hits me really hard, really tall at the point of its shoulder, big backed, and I love the way it hits the ground.
Yeah, I would. Before Caden talks to goat, just want to give another plug for Judd and the Went crew. Sell with us at all of our stuff and online with us. Not a better family in the whole industry. Not a harder working crew in the whole industry. And, man, I think they brought us an absolute hammer right here at church.
Yeah, no doubt. Obviously, a little partial to this one's bottom side. This was our symposium entry this last year that Judd and crew bought from us and went and flushed a Loud and Proud and absolutely knocked it out of the park. Not only do they have a heater selling tonight in the Friday Night Fever, but they also have a dough kid that's selling tomorrow in the Hangover that is absolutely lights out. As far as this weather goes, I think it fits the mold of what this mating was futuristically in my mind thought it would do on that doe. Really good looking, really hard shaped and progressive in his width. He's got a ditch running down his back, and yet still with that added shape and muscle, he props up and gives you an awesome look there from the side. Awesome in his hind leg. Looks like you can feed as hard as you want on him. He's never going to get deep and plain. Like this goat here from Judd, I think he feeds, and I trust this one's pedigree.
Again, folks, if you don't have this one marked on your short list, you better put it. Lot 88, easy number to remember, coming to you from Went Show Goats, a Loud and Proud son. Awesome pedigree, awesome goat. Next on the stage, coming to you from Lacey Livestock, this is lot 85. This is another manifesto. I know we've said that quite a few times, but man, that buck is really working good out of a Believe in Me dam. Check out the shag and the extra wild pieces on this goat here. You talk about one that's so symmetrical in his design. I love the way this thing's built. Big back, tall at the shoulder, and got that awesome hind leg. Here's lot 85 from Lacey Livestock.
You know, Jake, I was talking earlier about how those manifestos have been looking, the ones that have sold, and this one fits the mold of most of those goats that have sold thus far. Absolutely incredible when you study them here from the side. Hard to make them any better in terms of their length, levelness, and hind leg posture, yet still everything points the right way. And if you're studying them online, like I've said a bunch of times, and when you're at the fever, I think it's easy to get long-winded because the stock is so good. This one's still broad. He's got the right kind of shape. He's really muscular. Good goat here from Lacey. I've heard a lot about this one. I was excited to see him. Really like this manifesto.
Yeah, this one's mama is awesome, and I'm gonna put a plug, and I guess, hey, I don't mind selfishly. I'm kind of glad it worked out the way it did. This one was supposed to go to Jake's sale there a couple of weeks ago. The Richardson and Friends, they had a family obligation and couldn't get there, so come to the Fever. This is a good one, folks. Make sure you got him on your list. He's got an awesome mom. Those good manifestos look like they're going to work, and I think we got one right here that's a little special.
Again, this is lot 85 coming to you from Lacey Livestock. Manifesto, son. Big pieces in this one.
Thanks, Jake.
And the next one coming to you from Lacey Livestock, this is lot 86. This is a Waymaker son out of a Keep the Faith dam. Again, here's one a little more kind of fresher in its presentation, maybe a little skinnier. But, boy, big pieces. Love the way this one hits the ground. You just can't draw a better hind leg and structure in one, Caden, than this lot 86, again, from Lacey Livestock.
Yeah, one of the bigger handling goats we're going to see today, one of the bigger featured and footed goats we're going to see today, especially for being one of the greener ones we're going to see. This will be a flush mate brother to their Friday night female that sold very, very high earlier this week. Has an awesome mama. Those good way makers look like they're feeding great. And I think another short lister here. Lacey's always bring us good ones. Those things feed for people. Ashley's going to be right there with you from now till the backdrop as well. I think they got 2 of them that need to be on your list.
Again, folks, this is lot 86 from Lacey Livestock, a Waymaker son out of a Keep the Faith dam. Well, folks, as we start our sheep division, our first sheep on the stage today comes to you from Game Bred Livestock. This is lot 158. Lot 158 from Game Bred Livestock. This is a Wicked Tuna son out of a Superfly dam. Guys, I don't know that much about these sheep, but this thing has got a huge booty. I mean, a big, big back and a big, big square hip. I love the way this one's built. I don't know that much about them, but boy, I love the way this one's built.
Yeah, the Jalifka boys, they put one together here, man. They've had a few of those things win the last year in Texas at the major level, and those sheep have looked like this. They are extra shallow. They're extra sporty. Got an awesome looking head. Got the big hoopty behind. I think a nice sheep. Coop, what do you think?
I think this one's build says it all. I think whenever you study this one from the side there, you see his chest shoved up in him. That thing's body's 3-dimensional. Looks to me like one that just gets better every day on feed. You take this one home, and his best day's definitely ahead of him. But you study build and skeletal quality, and that one there reeks of it, I guarantee you. Feet and legs are incredible. You study that one there at the ground, and especially for this breed, his angles are awesome. This one's got plenty of hair to get bigger. I like this one a lot. I think his feedability says it all.
I mean, fresh, but looks like he's going to feed great.
Big shapes, big creases.
Again, this is lot 158 coming to you from Game Bred Livestock, a Wicked Tuna son, lot 158. Also coming to you from Game Bred Livestock, this is lot 159. This is another Wicked Tuna, half brother to the last one. This thing here, again, awesome structure, big skeleton. You study this thing from the ground up, and you just cannot find a hole in this one. Level topped and really good at the ground. I love the way this one's built, too.
This one here, side profile is incredible. I mean, the height of shoulder this one brings for his breed, he's going to stand out whether he's moving or on the side profile there. This one here takes an incredible picture. I think whenever you study this one here, he's got plenty of width of skeleton, plenty opened up, but his look from the side is incredible. Tall shoulder, good looking one. Neck comes out of the top side of that shoulder. I love how smooth and everything transitions up front there. I think this one here is very, very good as well. Appreciate these guys bringing us 2 really good Dorpers.
These are 2 really good ones. Again, from Game Bred Livestock, slots 158. This is actually lot 159. Wicked Tuna son. Big parts in this one. Thank you, fellas. Coming to the stage now is coming to you from Stokes Livestock. Of course, Stokes have brought you an Airstrike son. Here's lot 155. Again, out of the Neff 23767 making waves dam. Hey, this thing's got a big back and a big square hip. Love the way this sheep is built right here. This weather is stout.
Yeah, I think if you study this one here, is just either end of his skeleton. He's opened up through his chest, pulled apart in his rib cage there, and you study him from behind. He's got a monster hip in him, really opened up there at the ground. And saying that he's opened up, everything fits right there in his skeleton. Feet and legs are incredible. I think whenever you feed this one here, I was talking to Tanner in the back there, and he said this one here is straight off mom. This one here's young, guys. He's not small. He's not too moderate. I think he's very young. He's green, but this one here's got a bright future ahead of him. They say the guys that are judging in Texas this year at the majors want him wide and stout. I would say this one here fits the boxes there and checks all of those. So I think this one here is incredible. Tanner's been on a tear for raising good ones, and this is another showcase of his ability.
Yeah, if you're like me and you hadn't been able to get one of them bought yet, you got maybe your last chance of the year. So.
And there's a little power in this pedigree. The maternal granddam was your champion at Angelo here in 25. So, guys, I'm telling you, there's some power in the blood here. Love the way this one's built from the ground up. This is lot 155 from Stokes Livestock. Thanks for bringing that great one, guys.
Thanks, Tanner.
Next up in our sheep division here is lot 153. coming from Charmason Club Lambs and
Charmison.
Charmison?
Yeah.
Charmison. Okay. Sorry. This is a tunnel vision son. You talk about a big stout one. Guys, I love the way this one, the lines on this one, the tallness up there at the shoulder. That thing is so tall at the peak of its shoulder. Man, I don't know about you, bud, but that thing is a powerhouse.
Yeah, glad to have Chad here this year. I extended the invite with the boys, actually, or the kids, I guess, Brett, too. The kids have a sheep on feed from Chad at the house. It looks really nice and kind of the same deal, just awesome silhouette. Feet and legs read perfect, short-shouldered, and it looks like all the future fitability. What do you think, Coop?
I think this one here, it all starts at the ground for me on this guy. He is monster-footed, big legged, angles read incredible, and you study him over here from the side, and it's all good. His chest sets up in him, his underline swoops killer, and then you study how smooth he is down his top line, and still opens up with plenty of width, plenty of stoutness there. You can see that one. He had a blanket on the back when I walked by earlier, but that thing's skull is big and stout. He's opened up. He's powerful with a killer design, killer look. He's going to take an incredible backdrop here one day. I think when you study this one on the move, too, I would say he's probably just as good loose as he is stuck because his angles are that good and his spine sets in him incredible.
And then, again, power in the pedigree. The dam of this weather was Supreme Champion U at the Tulsa State Fair in 2020. So there's power in the blood here, and everything indicates that this thing's going to have a bright future. Guys, don't be afraid. Dive into these better sheep like this. This thing's got a big future. Lot 153 from Charmison Club Lambs and Clinics. Thank you for bringing such a great lamb into the fever.
Thanks, Chad.
Here's our friends from Kelly Hair Sheep. Of course, this is lot 156. This is a 9-ball son out of a Grandmaster dam. This is just, as they put in their notes for me, this is just your everyday freak coming to you from Kelly Hair Sheep. Again, love the parts of this one right here.
I asked Colton if he wanted to get up here and talk with us, and he said he didn't think that'd be the best option. And honestly, I guess after reading his online comments, it probably wouldn't. I saw this sheep a couple of times over the last 2 weeks. Obviously our kids have fed a lot of these and got along really well with them. But I was really excited the first time I got a chance to see this thing there. I guess we walked in the back during the live sale 2 weeks ago. He was pinned off there in the back, and man, I was super pumped when he come. It kind of made me reserve my bidders number just a little bit, maybe in places, knowing that this one was coming to fever. I think we've got one that has a chance.
I think a chance would be an understatement on this guy. I know whenever I saw the picture pop up there on my news feed, I was a little taken away how good this thing looked, and I couldn't wait to see him here in person, and he's just as good in person. Whenever you talk about one's, structure, build, and then muscularity all combined, and the way this one here handles and touches for this breed is incredible. He's square in every degree of the word, if you will. Back shape, length of body, I think it's all very, very proportional. Neck comes there out of the top side of his shoulder. Big-legged. There's just not anything that stands out to you that could be a problem or something you want to reserve on this guy because every angle you get at him is very, very impressive. Rib and body, I could typically start there, but his back shape's big edged and square all the way down. I think this one here is elite in every degree of the word.
Again, this is lot 156 from Kelly Hair Sheep. Lot 156, 9-ball son, coming to you again from Kelly Hair Sheep.
Kelly Hair Sheep Investments, gardening, golf, and miniature. What are those miniature Highlanders?
Oh boy. All right. Hey, folks, on the stage now, coming to us from Fritz South Downs. This is lot 154. This is an Elon son out of a Gotcha Jigsaw Dam. This blonde, I'd call this in a blonde color or whatever color you guys want to call them, that's the right color. But this thing here, big shag. I love the structure of this thing. Really good in its lines. And again, coming to you from Fritz South Downs, lot 154.
We've invited Ty a couple years and their family to the fever, and he just honestly said, man, when we have the one, we're going to come. He called me a couple of weeks ago, said we're going to pull one out of the boys' show string because we think we've got a sheep that's of that caliber, and let the public bid on him. We've got a nice one here. Those guys Those guys raise really good sheep. They've been competitive at the major show level year after year for as long as I can remember, and I think a really nice one here, Coop.
100%. I think whenever you study this one for a South Down, and I'll start, and I failed to mention on Kelly's lot just a second ago, but breed characteristic and everything looks incredible to me, and same for this South Down. I think we can start there and say that this one on the classification level is very, very good, very honest in that degree, and then whenever you study him just for the amount of terminal shape and expression that he's got for this breed, that makes them so fun to feed whenever they've got that kind of hard muscle texture and shape, and then they're going to get better every day whenever you study them with that kind of shape and that kind of build and body. Those kind are sure fun, and at the end of the day, the fun ones to feed are usually the fun ones to take pictures with. And I could see this guy here taking an incredible picture, but he's always going to have shape and expression, and you can just see the creases, all the way down his leg there. Failed to mention how stout he is at the ground and structurally correct, but I think this one here is build, balance, all fits, and incredible in its terminal shape.
Thanks, guys.
Again, coming to you from Fritz South Downs. This is an Elon Sun,
How about
lot 154.
super stick on that thing, too?
Yeah, super stick on there. All right, folks, moving into our next sheep. Next lamb coming in here is lot 152. This is lot 152 coming to you from Urban Livestock. This is a Making Amigos out of a blindside dam. Again, you talk about awesome profile, give you that killer silhouette. Here's one that absolutely does it, Coop, don't you think?
Oh, I agree completely. I think you study this one there and look at his chest and how shallow he is and runs uphill. This one here, design is incredible. This white feature, it's obviously very impressive because at this age, they're not all this white. This thing here is going to be snow white whenever it's all said and done, and he's going to stand out. Stand out in the crowd, I can guarantee you that. His feature obviously makes him stand out, and then you see the kind of expression and shape that he has to offer that kind of look. Plenty pulled apart, huge at the ground. Just this one here loose in his pen, moves around flawless. I think this is a very high-end weather with a very, very high ceiling.
Yeah, Camden helped the boys when they were young there. Has been a buddy of ours for a long time. He calls me the other day and said, man, I got one. He said, I think I have a real player to bring to the Fever this time. And when we looked at him last night off the trailer after we went and had us a little supper, this one hit me pretty hard as a very nice sheep. My boys are feeding those things, obviously, and Brett. Man, I like this one a lot. I'm actually getting text messages from people behind me, like, hey, this is a good one, isn't it? Yeah, goat guys just said, hey, that's a good one, isn't it? So look in right here. I think we've got a nice sheep. Thanks, Cam.
Okay, big features, big parts in this one, guys. Again, lot 152 coming to you from Urban Livestock, a Making Amigos son. Next up on the stage for Urban Livestock, this is lot 151. This is a Surprises son out of a Hippogriff Unicorn Dam. Again, here's one maybe a little skinnier in its presentation, but you talk about big parts, big feet. That thing's got some big parts at the ground, and I think the structure on this thing, Coop, is unbelievable.
Holy ginger fuzzy ears. Those things are enormous. Those are cool. Those are here to stay, I can assure you. I think if you study this one, just, sound like a broken record here, but this one's build and design is incredible. Yeah, he's the greenest one that we've seen. He's going to be the greenest sheep in the sale. But this one's build, and his future is just as high as any, I would say. There's nothing wrong with a green one that goes home and gets better every day. And I can assure you, if you're looking for one for later on, even like an Austin deal, this one's feature, the white fuzz, it's all big. Presentation's going to be incredible whenever this one here sees 12 o'clock, I can assure you. That look and that design, it'll be with him whenever he's about 130 pounds bigger, too. So I would say this one here is high end, very high quality, incredibly flashy from the side.
And I heard a new term today, ginger fuzzy ears.
Ginger fuzzy ears.
Ginger fuzzy ears. This is lot 151 coming to you from Urban Livestock. Again, couple really good consignments. And, of course, then our final sheep today coming to you is from Alan Newcomb, Show Lambs. Of course, Coop, you're going to be you've seen this one a lot of times, but this is lot 157. This is a pond water son out of a father figure dam back on Kraken's Dam. So power in the blood here, Coop. And why don't you tell us a little bit about this sheep you brought to town?
Before Coop goes ahead, I saw this sheep, I guess, at the last trip to the house, looking at weathers. And then I actually told Trent, man, we got to go by there and see this thing again on our circle, on our fever trip, the first of the 8 days, I guess. We went back and saw him just progressively just continue to do all the right things. He's got the rib and the body that those guys mandate in their deal, with an awesome build and look. I'll let Coop tell you all about him, but seen this one a few times, and I've always liked him.
This is a young family that's certainly taken off for us, and there's more and more of these are making it to the donor pen. And you said the power's in the blood, and I got full faith in the way this one will feed down the road, mature. But as far as this one's just general build, I mean, he's as wide and opened up as we can make one, and crisp and shapely. I think this one here is muscle tone and textures just about as good as we can make one. I mean, you can see the shape. He's got a little bit of jump muscle. That doesn't bother me a lick, and he's going to have a huge hoopty end on him. And that thing's chest is shoved up in him. He's bold. He's wide. I think this one here is build and width. It's probably what sets him apart and makes him as unique as any, just to make one that wide, but yet that good looking and that sporty, if you will, in their build. Big-footed. He's going to be white-featured when it's said and done. This one for a pond water is already turning white, and that's pretty hard to do. If you're not familiar with pond water, that's unicorn's maternal brother. And, no one is surprised whenever I say that word because he's been about as successful as anything that we've ever made across the country. And those sheep feed, and the pond waters are very similar in the way they feed and progress. But I think this one here, ceiling's incredible. He's going to be wide and stout. He's short-backed. He's proportional and very, very, very good looking.
And again, guys, this is lot 157. This is a hammer, in my opinion, guys. You better have him on your short list. Coming to you from Alan Newcomb Show Lambs, lot 157.
Church, you up?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coop.
Hey, thanks, Coop. Well, Jake, as we turn the page in our preview here and kind of get into the second round of these goats, man, I think a guy better gather a seat ringside, get your sharp pencil out and your ballpoint pen, and be ready to take some notes. We start off our next round of goats here in the preview with Moss Farms. Andy and his family there from North Texas, man, they're working hard. They've invested a lot, and they brought us a pair of hammers, in my opinion. Those things look really, really good. They're feedable, and you know their mama was high rent coming from this firm.
Well, again, this is lot 31. Lot 31 again from Moss Farms. Again, this is out of a lookup dam. Out of a lookup dam. Again, this thing here is a I Am the Way son. And again, you talk about profile. This thing's got look to burn. I just love the extra shag and power at the ground too. But Caden, I know you just put your hands on this one. What'd you find out?
Hey, hands out, this one's rib cage is absolutely insane. He is round and he is shallow, and that might be the widest part after his ginormous hip and rump shape back there. His rib cage is really, really good, and he handles awesome. Like this goat, or like his width and boldness, looks like he'll feed. Love his handle.
Again, guys, this is lot 31 from Moss Farms, and I Am the Way son out of a lookup dam. Big parts here, guys. Have this one on your short list, lot 31.
Yeah, that one's raised in partnership with Con Livestock. I want to make sure we make a note to that. So thank the Moss and Con firms for bringing that goat to the fever.
And
what do I got next, Jake?
Our next consignment, this is lot 32 from Moss Farms. Another I Am the Way son out of a Follow Me dam. Again, this one is loaded with look. This thing's got a big-time presence to it. And from the ground up, again, I just love the way the foot's shaped. I love how tall this thing is at its withers. And, again, you talk about skinny-necked and good-looking. Caden, this thing gives you that silhouette that everybody wants.
Hey, a wild look up front that's still got that shape and just true expression coming from the bottom side of his pedigree. Yet I Am the Way tapped on top of that gives you that wild, exotic look with the right kind of just forearm and just feature when you study him. Love this one's lower body cavity. He's busted open in his heart and his midrib there. Handle's really expressive. Like this one a lot here from Moss and Con.
And again, this is lot 32. This is the second consignment from Moss Farms, an I Am the Way weather, lot 32. Congratulations. Thanks for bringing them great pair of weathers to us. On the stage now, guys, coming to us from Sturt's Show Goats. This is lot 66. This is a queso son out of a Gator 81 dam. Again, of course, that queso, this thing has been a standout from the day he was born. Really tall-shouldered. This thing's got a really, really cool look from the side. And as you guys hear us talk about, they want that wedge shape. Well, this one is the poster child for that wedge shape. This thing's got a lot of mass and shape to it, Caden, doesn't it?
Yeah, one of the greener goats in the offering, but one of my favorite ones on our trip there looking around. Went to Steve's. He was pretty easy to spot amongst the group, and they had a nice set of goats there. But, man, this one stood out just in terms of top-line uniformity, height of shoulder, cleanliness of his chest floor, where his tail sits up on his back. And with all of that, being a skinny goat that's extra good looking from the side, that thing has got a big noggin and awesome turn to his center body. Steve's won a lot. He's a great friend to all of us. He's one of the smartest minds in the business, and I think we've got a really good goat that they put together here.
Again, this is lot 66 from Sturt Show Goats, a queso son, lot 66 in our sale this evening. Next up, guys, hey, this thing is a freak. This is lot 7. This will be selling tonight. Again, when I call out these lot numbers, this does not mean that this is the order they're going to be selling in. This is just their neck tag that they're going to have tonight. But this is going to sell as lot 7. This is a young money son out of a Top Gun female. And you talk about one that is awesome built from the ground up. Got the big pipes, big feet, and the big features. I absolutely love this goat from the ground up.
Jakey's getting him a Snapchat here.
Get you a picture of them thunder sticks, Jake. Come on.
It's no wonder that the world champion showman said, I'll wait a minute. I'll show mine in a minute.
I'll give my chance. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Church.
I like this one a lot. Obviously, we can all see he has got giant feet. He has got giant fur, yet still on top of that one, he's rank. That is a big square back that runs a ditch out of the backside of his blade all the way to the edge of his jump back there, yet still bends and flexes and looks like he moves in the right form and fashion, set in motion. I like this one a lot. He's rank. He's out there. He pushes the envelope in a lot of areas. And for me personally, I love it. And he does a lot of cool things.
Yeah, guys, I tell you, this thing's built like a show steer. He's wide in all the right pieces, and at the ground is as good as there is, and I love the skeleton and the structure of this one. Again, lot 7. This is a young money son out of a Top Gun dam coming to you from Hoyle Livestock. Great goat. Up next is going to be, this is going to be our lot 8, again coming to you from Hoyle Livestock. This is an American Badass son out of a Miller dam. This blonde-headed goat right here has got another like big pieces, but his profile and his silhouette that he gives you is incredible. I love the way this one's shaped. Comes out of his blade, too.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Hoyle had an online sale this last weekend and sold a bunch of ABAs on there that were very well perceived and brought in a lot of money for Scott and Christy and crew. And this one looks like it fits the mold of what they sold online, yet takes it a step further in terms of his build, balance, and proportionality here from the side, yet still having the right kind of rib cage and just true, genuine spread from front to rear. I like these goats out of ABA, and I think they're doing a real nice job in terms of making them stout, shapely, and still having a nice look. Good one here from Hoyle.
Okay, again, this is lot 8. Lot 8 from Hoyle Livestock, an American Badass son out of a Miller dam, selling tonight as lot 8. Also coming from Hoyle, this is lot 9. This one here, again, a little more compact, stouter built one. This is a young money out of a Stork dam, bred by Macon Stork. Again, this is a flush mate to the Grand at the 23 Rodeo Austin. Again, guys, this thing has got some history. There's power in the blood here, but here's lot 9 coming to you from Hoyle Livestock, a young money son.
Man, Scott brought us a good set, Church.
Hey, maybe my favorite trio that Scott Hoyle has ever brought to the Fever, and I purchased one from him last year that was really successful in Oklahoma. Like this one's moderation, lightness, stoutness a feature, and yet still, again, like we've talked, and all the stuff that Hoyle has brought across the block today, got the true, genuine shape and muscularity from front to rear that the Hoyle firm is known for.
Again, this is lot 9 coming to you from Scott Hoyle Livestock. Again, this thing has got some power in the blood, but a big, stout, burly one. Young Money Son, lot 9, Hoyle Livestock. Next on the stage is lot 15. Another stout built wether coming to us from KWL and Prickett. Here's another Young Money. We just
neighbors.
Huh?
Your neighbors.
My neighbors. This one's out of a Poke the Bear, Froggy style, haymaker, leapfrog dam. You talk power in the blood in the dam side and maternal side of this one, and big pieces. This one's got some big pieces, boys.
Yeah, I went by Kyler's there on our trip, and man, was really impressed with their set that they had from top to bottom. And when we looked through those things and kind of sorted, it took a minute because they were real deep, and all of them are just really good looking and athletic, and they know what it takes to raise good ones because they feed them, and they're going to help you. If you get one from them, they're going to help you throughout the process. They know what their build has to be for those things to work and not be a headache on their end when they get into the feeding process. And I think this one definitely has all of that in some pretty far-reaching ways, Church.
Yeah, no doubt. The front 1/3 of this one skeleton is absolutely captivating for me. The way his blade ties into the base of his neck and where he comes out in terms of his neck posture and presence up front is really, really cool. And from there back, you'd expect for one to be that tall-shouldered and wild looking up front to be broken and kind of weird in his spine, but that one still blends and transitions right from his blade back into his rack shape and full rib, yet come from there back, blends and kind of ties everything together all the way back to his hip and still has the big fat furry timber down low. Really nice looking show goat here that's captivating in terms of his look from the side.
Again, another one ought to be on people's short list. This is lot 15 coming to you from KWL and Prickett. Next one up from KWL and Prickett is lot 16. This is a timeless son, ladies and gentlemen, out of a revoked yellowhead dam. Again, here's one a little fresher in its condition, a little greener in its condition, but still got the big pieces. Big pipe, really good at the ground.
And the timelesses, when they work, and I think it hit right here, guys, just in terms of elevation, the set to his rear leg and the posture to his feet, the way his shoulder ties into his cage and does all that in a green, immature, very feedable package. I think a lot of upside here.
You know, just being honest and frank, this is the kind of cute, green, fat-legged ones that I am naturally drawn to and I like to feed. This kind that are built like this, that have this kind of feature and fur, continue to get better every day of their life, especially when they have that natural crease down their back and into their rump.
And, guys, it's power in the blood time. Here's lot 16, again, coming to you from KWL and Prickett. And here's lot 17. Here's a full brother. Here's a full brother, another timeless out of the 24010 revoked yellowhead dam. Full brother, 16 and 17 are full brothers, and you can see the same pieces and parts in both goats.
A little bigger outline, a little more stretch found in this one right here, but still the same kind of feature, foot size, and just genuine stoutness down low that we found in his previous brother. Yet, like we talked in the first one, I like his look and elevation up front with the added length and extension that he ties on top of his blade, yet still really, really sound and functional in terms of his build. Like this one's shape and crease to go along with it. Like I said, a little bigger in scale, a little bigger in his outline, but still looks like he'll feed to have the right kind of mass coupled with that crazy, crazy look he has here from the side.
And again, this is lot 17 coming to you from KWL and Prickett. Timeless out of a revoked yellowhead dam. Lot 17. Next on the stage is coming to you from Maverick Show Goats. From Maverick Show Goats, this will be our lot 1. Again, lot 1 goat. This is, I believe, the Hype Son back on a no other Harlem Handshake dam. Guys, you talk about one that's got the big back and a round cage. This thing is so tight up in its chest and tall at its withers. Love the way this one's built, guys. Man, this thing here has got some big pieces.
Yeah, Maverick from Montana there, great friends and customers, investors with us on some genetics. They sent these down to Jade's and Mason to Glenn's last week so they wouldn't have to make the full trip down from Montana yesterday with the animals. And got to see this one when I went through Mason. And this is one of my favorite goats in the sale. And I really had high regards on him that day. I saw him just in terms of his build, his cage. He has got a big, broad back in him. He's got a wide pin set in him. His feet and legs all work.
Again, this is going to be our lot 1 tag tonight. Again, I cannot stress to you enough that the lot numbers that I'm calling out are going to be the numbers that are identifying the goat, not necessarily in the sale order, but that is going to be lot 1. Believe the hype out of a no other Harlem Handshake Dam. Ought to be on everybody's short list this evening. Next up from Maverick is lot 2. This is lot 2. This is a Golden Gloves out of a no other ladies man. And this also will have a buck option tonight. This is a weather buck option. You talk about an exotic look on a goat. This thing will give you those wild pieces, Caden.
Yeah, no doubt. Extremely crazy in his look here from the side, yet still like the Golden Glove that we've seen earlier from the Maloney firm. This one's got the same kind of just true crease and just girth to him in terms of power and muscularity from front to rear. I like that in terms of shape coupled with his good look up front. A Golden Glove here that's a buck weather option I think is very, very nice from Brian Rowe and crew.
Yeah, I saw these when they were born, when they were babies, I guess, up in Montana. I know Brian's been real high on his Golden Gloves. He's been real high on this goat. A pair of them that are maybe a little greener than some of them we're going to see tonight, but I will look in right here, these goats' feet.
And again, this is going to be a buck option, weather buck option tonight. Folks, this is lot 2 coming to you from Maverick Show Goats up in Montana. Lot 2. Next up from Dropper Livestock. Dropper Livestock's coming to us again with another awesome consignment. Check out the pipe and the shag and the fuzz on this goat right here. This is lot 33, a Deja Vu son out of a one and only dam. And, of course, the dam was a flush mate to the Moore family Division II champion at the 25 Fort Worth show this last year or 2 years ago. Guys, here's some power in the blood with this one. This thing's got some big, big, chunky parts.
Yeah, always a highlight consigner. All of our sales, Ryan and Carrie and their family come from Iowa. I didn't get to make it up there because, honestly, Trent was in Iowa the week before, and he said, I'm going to run by Ryan's and look. And he said, hey, there's no need to come out here because, man, that's real, real good. It's no questions what we got going on here. So I didn't get to see those until today. And, man, the report I got was accurate. Big parts, big pieces. Let Church go through them with you.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of the stuff that Ryan and crew brings to live sales and presents to the public because every time their skeleton's right, and yet one thing that Ryan's always particular on, and I think I can correlate with him and kind of be on the same page, is how their rib cages lay into them and how they handle up high. And there's no doubt in my mind that this is a rank-ribbed one that handles with so much power and just true muscularity to the top side of his skeleton and just reads dense from front to rear. Massive forearm, big front foot with an awesome rib cage like that crew likes to have with a big, big rump and running gear from behind. Like this Deja Vu here from Ryan, and honestly, I think the first Deja Vu that we've seen come across the block, and maybe one more that we're going to see later, but this is a good indicator of some great quality that's going to sell tonight.
Again, high-quality goat here, guys. If you're looking to be competitive this year, make sure you've got lot 33 from Dropper Livestock start on your program. Again, a Deja Vu son back on a proven champion dam coming to you from Dropper Livestock.
While you're taking notes, make sure you write down the June 20th and 21st weekend at the Heart of Texas Fairgrounds in Waco for our annual showcase sale and show-off jackpot. Be an awesome consignment set there. We actually sold the Grand Weather at Houston in the showcase last year. But for the show-off part of things, Ryan will be one of our judges this year, and Case LaRoe. Those two guys are going to work through the sheep and goats. Make sure you check out the information in the back on the showcase and show-off. Here's the next one.
Okay, next one up from Dropper Livestock is lot 34. This is a look-up son out of a one and only dam. Again, a full sib. This is a full sib to the McFall champion Division I at Dallas and the Pacina class winner at San Antonio. So there's power in the blood here, Caden. A look-up son, and this one's got some big, big, big parts.
Jake, without even looking at the goat, just looking at the pedigree, that is proven from the top side of the sire all the way through the mother's pedigree right there. Look up, which is a bow down Paris, back out of a one and only. That's the bread and butter, if you ask me, from the Dropper firm right there that's proven day in, day out to go ahead and perform and feed and do things right for people in the ring. This one's really good. I like the way he runs uphill, really round cage, really, really big and shapely from behind. I actually saw this one on the stand walking around earlier, and hands-on. This one's broad. He is big out of the back of his blade. He is really, really wide over his loin, and what's unique about this one to me is his loin's big, but his pin set's wider. This is one wide rank in terms of his width goat that still props up and runs uphill.
Okay, folks, again,
show goat right there, folks.
Yep, this is a show goat, lot 34 from Droppert Livestock. Look up son out of a one and only dam. Next up for Droppert is lot 35. This is lot 35. Again, this is a chubby, chunky look up son again. Out of a Keep It Real Paris. So double bred Paris son here. His mom was a reserve grand champion at the National Western in 25. So power in the blood here coming to you again from Droppert Livestock, lot 35.
A consistent trio that I think that Droppert's brought us to sell tonight. One thing that they all have, like we've talked, they're awesome bodied, they're awesome shaped, they're big footed, and their fur's really, really good. Yet they prop up and drive uphill with the right kind of look and balance and show goat proportions here from the side. I like this one. I like the trio that Ryan and crew brought us here to sell tonight. Really, really good stuff here from Droppert crew.
Again, this is going to be lot 35. This big, stout, burly weather is a look-up double-bred Paris, lot 35 from Droppert Livestock. Next up on the stage is the first of our consignments from La Copa Show Goats. This is lot 60. Lot 60 is a curtain call son out of a reality check dam. You like them chubby and stout and big rib cage. This one's got a big cage in him, and I love him at the ground from the ground up. I just love the way this thing's built. Lot 60 from La Copa.
Yeah, Larry and his crew there, just kind of east central Texas, just east of Taylor. If you don't know them, you need to get to know them. Been in the business a long time, but, man, they're making some big strides on their genetics and their goats there at the house. One of my absolute favorites I saw on the trip was there the day that Bo and his crew were picturing for the online set. We picked out these goats. We picked out their Friday night female the other day that they sold, which was a flush mate to this one. This is one of my favorites, guys. I just love his skeleton, his body dimension, his levelness, and for one that's just a little immature still, you put your hands on him, and he is absolutely rank. The curtain calls are doing big things. Shoulder design, knee lays back anymore it's supposed to be. Still has all the extras, but does it in a sound, level, balanced up package. I'll let Church see what he thinks, but I like this goat a bunch.
You know, Kev, on his travels, kind of gave an update as the travel went on. And after he left Larry's, he called and said, hey, he's got a good set of them. The curtain calls look extremely nice. And I was excited to get here and see him in person for myself and just lay my eyes on him. And this one does a lot of good things. Like Kevin talked, he's long-necked, he's good-shouldered, he's short-backed, yet his rib cage is really round and symmetrical, and his underline lays in him right. I like this one here. He looks like he's got good pieces to be an easy feeding kind of a goat that's not going to take very much management and get to his end point at a very well race pace.
It's hard to find one with a long, skinny neck like that with those big pieces, that big body. And this one sure's got it from La Copa Show Goats, lot 60, curtain call, reality check. Next up from La Copa Show Goats, this is lot 61. Now, lot 61, this is another curtain call reality check bred weather. This black-headed one here, again, built very similar to the last one. Maybe not as much condition, but skeleton has an awesome skeleton. Big, tall withers, skinny neck, and big pieces. Lot 61 from La Copa Show Goats.
You know, my speed in terms of the way they're designed here from the side, Jake, tall-shouldered, flat-backed, and extremely flexible and good in terms of their skeleton, yet still whenever they're built that loose and correct from front to rear, and you lay that kind of just true rib shape and dimension from front to rear with it, it makes a cool combination to be a very good feeding kind of a goat from here on out.
Again, this is going to be lot 61 from La Copa Show Goats, curtain call, reality check. The
One
third
thing about those reality check does at Larry's to give kind of some probability on how these things feed, man, they are stout. And so I think with maturity, these things continue to progress in their density and their stoutness. And Larry likes them square from his old commercial cattle days. They've got to be square and wide and good doing and big hipped. Just want to make that in terms of how this set is going to mature. And then, again, the curtain calls are feeding great.
You know, Kev, I think it's interesting. Yeah, we're here buying show weathers tonight, but if you've been studying pedigrees and listening to the top and bottom sides of what we got coming on, we've had reality check weathers come across the block, and that we've seen it in the bottom side. So from a breeder perspective, if you're sitting here, there's some mating decisions to be made here watching these weathers come across the block, and it's real interesting to see these high-quality things come and make decisions from here on out.
Yeah, whether it's terminal livestock or not, the maternal side of it still matters. And I think when you start looking at the way these goats are bred, it's very obvious. Coming to you from Lacopa Show Goats again, this is lot 62. This is another curtain call. Was that? Did we already not talk that one?
Looks like you're on 63 now.
Yeah, so this is 63. This is slot 63, right, guys? This is another curtain call reality check from Lacopa Show Goats. This one here maybe a little bit got a little bit more extension, a little bit more length, but again, same skeleton type. Awesome pedigree again. Curtain call reality check here, Churchy. Lot 63 from Lacopa.
Yeah, big outline kind of goat that's got some length and extension to him, but still really good rimmed and bodied and has the right kind of shape up high. A big outline one, like I said, that can maybe hit an earlier show, maybe through the winter and or early spring here. But I like this one here from Lacopa to round out an awesome set that he brought us here to sell at the Fever.
Okay, folks, again, this will be lot 63, I believe. Lot 63 from Lacopa Show Goats. Again, curtain call reality check. Okay, next up, coming to you from Scott and Livestock out in West Texas. Here's an I Am the
Texas, Missouri.
Well, I know, but the boy lives in West Texas.
One of them.
Well,
one of them, but I think Shannon needs most of the credit right here.
Okay, well, we'll give him most of the credit.
Making their public debut.
Their public debut. Here's Scott and Livestock. I Am the Way out of a KTN KTF dam. Again, this weather here is stout from the ground up. You talk about the big paws, the big structure, the big features. This thing, these two goats, I believe they are going to be flush mates.
Yeah, I'm the way, kill the noise, keep the faith.
Yep.
And get into these things, and when you watch these guys judge, all three of them, Shannon, Spencer, and Skylar, they want it all. They want them stout. They want them broad. They want them sexy. They want them sound. And they don't want to compromise for all of it except one piece. And, hey, they brought one right here, guys.
Yeah, this one's a total package.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. I made the trip to Nevada earlier this past week to check things out, and I thought it's one of my favorite stops every year. We've had a lot of success with goats out of that barn with families there in Oklahoma. Me and the crew have Fletcher and Jet, and yet I was excited whenever they said they were going to finally come sell in public at a live auction because I thought this set was absolutely off the charts, especially this cape-shouldered one here. He hit me really hard from the get-go when I walked in the barn. Awesome looking there from the side. Really, really big in terms of his timber and foot size down low, yet still wedges and proportions right from there back. And hands-on, you know, this one can be as picture-perfect as you want. When you study them from the side and the way they're balanced in proportion, hands-on, that is a hard, crisp back shape that runs from the point of his shoulder all the way back to his loin and hip there. I like this one a lot. A cape-shouldered one here that's got a big league look and can be very, very good on down the road.
I think wants to win a goat show real bad.
Yeah, that one wants to get its picture taken somewhere. Again, and I Am the Way, kill the noise. This is lot 82 coming to you from Scott and Livestock, lot 82. And the full brother is on the stage now. Here is lot 83. Again, I Am the Way, kill the noise, flush mate to the last one. A one that is chubby, chunky, and super, super stout, lot 83.
Yeah, red-eyed goat here was in the same pen when I made the trip up through Missouri. That pair of them stuck out like sore thumbs, and I thought they were extremely high quality. Probably a little rancor in terms of just true shape and dimension and girth from front to rear. I like the red-eyed ones, just shape and expression, muscularity. He handles really, really good, and yet props up really, really nice. Now, red-eye, the white face with the red eye and his show side Jake is captivating to me, and it's something that I'm drawn to. Like this goat a lot.
When that thing hits the ring, he's got to come get me. Look to his face, to his feature, to his forearm and his chest. And then when you put your hands on him, everything's there. I think we've got another heater.
Again, this is lot 83, guys. You have to have him on your short list. Lot 83 from Scott and Livestock. I Am the Way, Kill the Noise. And the final entry from Scott and Livestock coming to you is lot 84. Another I Am the Way, Kill the Noise. The dam of this goat is a sister to the dam of 99 and 100. So in blood, they're all three bred identical. Here's one that, guys, when I was sitting here looking at those three goats, here's the one that probably hit me as hard as any of them. This thing will give you a silhouette like none other. Awesome in his lines, really good at the ground, but you got to love the way this one's design and structure all kind of come together. Here is lot 84, Caden, Scott and Livestock.
Easily the rankest one of the trio in terms of just true shape, dimension, and width from front to rear that Scotton's brought us today. He is intimidating in his handle. He's intimidating in his shape. I like his mug. It kind of tells the story from there back. Short nose, stout and broad across his eyes there, and just stout from front to rear. I like this one a lot. He's never going to get beat in terms of just width and muscle, especially when he props up and gives a striking look like that from the side. Good stuff here from Scotton's. I'm glad the boys and their better halves made the trip down here to sell some goats at the Fever.
Hey, I think I could even show that one and not screw it up.
I'd like to see you try, Jake.
Again, that's lot 84 from Scott and Livestock. I Am the Way, Kill the Noise. Okay, our first consignment from the Halfman boys, the Halfman brothers. This is lot 89. Guys, these guys are no strangers to the Fever. They always bring the power to the Fever. Again, this one's a maternal brother to the grand overall at OYE here last year or 2 years ago, I guess. This is a loud and proud tree shaker weather coming to you from Halfman Brothers, lot 89.
Yeah, for church talks the goats, I guess, on our trip around there. These two were pretty easy to find. We went to Lane and Brody's. Man, they're big, they're athletic, they're big, shapely backed, and they're not fouled up, structured. I think a pair of them these guys brought probably have as much upside feedability as any they brought over the last couple of years, and they've sold as many champions at this sale as anybody.
Yeah, IVF weather here, actually, Jake, that is really, really impressive. And especially, Jake, I kind of wish you could go to Garden City and see this one's mom. She looks like the perfect donor cow. Skinny-necked, fat-bodied, big pipes, and the absolute perfect running gear. And paired on top of Loud and Proud, this male that we got here is really, really nice. That kind of look, that kind of structure, that kind of build tacked on with the right kind of rib cage, true, genuine shape from front to rear with a tall-shouldered, athletic look here from the side. Good stuff here from the boys in Garden City. I like this one a lot.
Guys, I love this one. Lot 89. You ought to have this one marked if you don't. Put some stars behind this one. Don't miss your opportunity to have a championship. You'll be competitive every time you take that one out. Lot 89 from Halfman Brothers. Again, a loud and proud tree shaker dam. The next entry from Halfman Brothers is lot 90. This is another loud and proud out of a Cinderella Man dam. Again, this thing from the ground up, you've got to appreciate the way this one's design and symmetry is. Everything just kind of matches here. Sometimes you'll get some power and some that don't have the look. Sometimes you get more look and not enough power. This one combines the whole package here. Lot 90 from Halfman Brothers.
Yeah, lots of shape and just true expression like Jake was talking about. But this one's silhouette and just look here from the side is very, very captivating, especially his height of shoulder, length of neck, and how shallow he is to the base of his chest floor. I like that about him, yet still he's flat-backed, good-hipped, and really flexible in his hind leg. I think he fits in terms of a heavyweight on down the road. In terms of maturity, I think that's his friend from now to his end point. Really, really good feeding one here. Be patient. Trust the process. He's got the right kind of indicators in terms of true rib shape and dimension to go along with his really, really cool look.
Man, that thing's forerib and chest is rank.
This is lot 90 again, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from Halfman Brothers. Loud and proud out of a Cinderella Man dam. Big-time goats coming to you from Halfman Brothers. On the stage now, coming to you from Jade and Bowers. Of course, no strangers to the Fever. Always bring the power to St. Angelo. And here is lot 36. Their first consignment is a one-horse race, son, out of a Make It Rain cash-in dam. Guys, again, Power in the Blood coming to you from Jaden Bowers.
Yeah, One Horse Race is the buck they sold last year in exchange. Went to Bryson Glenn's and looked through these things, and the 09 that Coco's holding here on the block was one of my short lists on the trip. I think a big ring kind of goat that's athletic. He's big off the ground, looks like a true heavyweight that's level and trim. He's got a great big loin edge in him. His rack is big and shelfy, and I think a really, really good goat, Church.
You know, Jake, interesting thing about this goat, he's got the same mother that raised the third overall wether at the OYE this last year for the Hansen family, and along with two other brothers that hung banners here down in Texas. That doe continues to knock it out of the park and make real, real good ones. And honestly, this might be the favorite one that she's ever spit out and been offered to the public. I like this dark-headed one. He's got fat pipes, he's got a big square back, and he's got a running gear like no other. He prompts up and gives you a nice big ring, show ring look that really hits me hard. I like this goat. I trust his pedigree and especially trust his mom. She don't miss.
Okay, guys, and always have to pay attention to these Jaden Bowers goats. Here's lot 36. Again, one horse race out of a Make It Rain cash-in dam. Next up for Jaden Bowers is lot 37. This is lot 37, an Up the Limit son. Here's a one that's a little bit younger, kind of chubbier and stouter. But you talk about one that's more moderate in their overall presence, but one that's got the big, big pieces. One that's so tall up there at its point of its shoulder, almost got a little cape neck to it. Very attractive from the side. Caden, I love this goat right here.
You know, Jake, I think if you had a little showman, younger showman, with a big, big, bright bow in her hair that was showing this goat, I think you'd be hard to be missed. When you got fat pipes, an awesome look in terms of that goat's just silhouette and body cavity and presence, yet still have the right kind of shape. Up the Limit didn't miss here in terms of stamping his true shape and dimension, but it capped off with the big fuzzy feature down low and a real cute head and skinny neck there to go along with it.
I absolutely love this one. Lot 37, guys. Mark your catalog here. Up the Limit, she said. Lot 37 from Jade and Bowers. On the stage now, again, from Jaden Bowers, is lot 38. Lot 38 coming to you. Another one-horse race son out of a Make It Rain cash-in. I think that pedigree sounds pretty familiar. That might be one from the first one we had, the lot 36. But here's lot 38, a one-horse race son.
Yeah, it looks a lot like those goats do in terms of their height of shoulder, length of neck, and the way they prop up and proportion and balance up here from the side, yet still with that wild look. Like we've talked on a bunch of them today, look at the crease and the shape he shows from front to rear. I like this sandy-colored one's look. I like his muscularity. I like his width. One that looks like he'll be a competitive heavyweight and got a little more growth to him, but don't be scared. He's got the right kind of width to never grow away from you.
Again, lot 38, one-horse race, Make It Rain. Lot 38 from Jade and Bowers. On the stage now is our final entry from Jaden Bowers. This is lot 39. This is a bow-down son out of a Harlem Fuzzy dam. Again, check out the forearm, the muscle, the jump muscle coming out of the top of that one's there. That if that thing has got any indication about muscle, you want a true powerhouse. Here's one coming to you from Jaden Bowers, lot 39.
Yeah, another one I think that has a lot of feedability. This one's got real steel muscle, and that's the way I read him, as my comments said when we went to the house. His cage is big and dimensional. His pin set's broad and square. His back is as rank as you're going to find in one. He's wide between his eyes. I think like a Division III type deal, in my opinion, maybe a Division II if you show him a little earlier, and one that's got to be right there with him. I mean, I think this goat has a lot of potential. I think he feeds really, really easy. I think he always has muscle and shape, and one that can make a feeder look smart.
Again, this is lot 39. This is a bow-down Harlem Fuzzy weather from Jaden Bowers. Big-time goat here, ladies and gentlemen, big time. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from Evans Livestock. Man, the quality just keeps coming to us. Man, I am so impressed by the overall quality of this lineup this year. But coming to you again from Evans Livestock, here's lot 6. Here's a Nobody Cares out of a Nope female. You talk about one that's got that extra show ring presence, Kevin.
Yeah, Jake, you're getting old, but I bet even this one could get you excited.
This one gets me pretty excited right here.
Yeah, man, Brandon and his family, some of our absolute favorite people, some of our favorite consigners. We're super happy to have Mackenzie there join us at the Livestock Marketing Group as our sale coordinator and helping Church and I load sales and do all of that and work with us. But this goat, to stick to the topic at hand, was one of the favorites I've got on my list. On the trip, I saw him there a couple times, and one that I just think is striking from the side. I think his balance and proportions are absolutely perfect. With all of that and with being extra good looking, he's still extra level out of his hip. His knee and his shoulder lays back in it where it's supposed to be. His head and ear set's perfect. He handles perfect. He moves around perfect. I think they're going to get one of these 6 foot tall cutouts here later on from a goat that sold here last year that had some similarities, but that wasn't this stout. I think we've got one here, in my opinion, is the best one they've ever brought to town, and I think this goat's really, really good.
Guys, again, stoutness, look, and power, and a great, great structure coming to you from Evans Livestock. This is Lot 6. Nobody cares out of a nope female. Guys, big time go. You want to be competitive, make sure you mark Lot 6 in your show program.
And I'm glad that Mac got Coop's showmanship worked out there, you know.
All right. Next up is my good friend Caden Church, Church Livestock, coming to you with Lot 40. This is an I Am the Way, Kill the Noise weather. Hey, we're going to do our best to try to describe this one for you, Caden. But from where I'm sitting right now, again, this thing's a poster child for what the fever always brings to the stage. One that is so good in his skeleton. Got the big shag on these fuzzy legs, but bendy leg with big top. And if the showman could just keep his goat together, we could talk about this goat a little better.
Man, Church, fresh move there from Stillwater over to Arkansas, and Grace and them just getting married. He said this is the first set of goats he's raised that Grace actually likes and approves of. So that's saying a lot. She's pretty particular. One of my favorites, again, we're fixing to get into some real deep water as we talk through these next few consigners. But, man, I think this thing from a genuine build standpoint, from a flexibility and feature, muscularity and balance, he checks every box to check. My good buddy Brandon Horn, when I was young, told me two things. He said, Shorty, when you get to raising these things on your own, make sure they got the golden arches. He's got that. And he said, I think more times than not, it don't matter if we're talking about club calves or barras or goats, the best big one wins the big shows. And I think we got a real chance right here to win something. Again, Church and crew, we love them like family. We're proud of them, and they're going to stick with you if you buy this goat. They'll be with you from today all the way until you show them from the utmost customer service standpoint.
Again,
I think we got a really good one.
Again, Lot 40 from Church Livestock, a Lot 40. Mark that one on your short list. Next up for Church is Lot 41. This is going to be Lot 41, and I Am the Way, Kill the Noise. Again, Lot 41, here is one that's just impeccable in his structure, really tall at his withers, and I mean one that has got an absolute big foot and awesome skeleton here in Lot 41.
Jake, in the goat side of things, we say they run uphill and they're tall at the point of their shoulder.
Okay.
We don't necessarily talk withers a whole bunch, but I do like it. This goat, you're right, he runs uphill. His back is as consistent in its proportionality and spread and uniformly from the side in his lines as they make one. He's moderate in his size. He's extra dense and durable about his center body and his feet and legs. Those I'm the ways tend to get better every day. This one's starting off pretty good if we're projecting that. He's got a really stout mommy too, and I think one that can be highly competitive with the judges we've got this year in the Southwest, and then all the way up through our Midwest fairs in the fall. I think we've got a really nice one here, guys.
I think that one's got a big future.
That
one, to me, looks like his end point could be really exciting.
Go ahead and get one of them before and afters for this time next year, Church.
Okay. Lot 42, again, from Church Livestock, loud and proud out of a timeless female. No, this is
that
that was lot 41. This is lot 42. This caped goat right here. This wether is a Loud and Proud out of a Timeless dam, and again, here's one that's a little younger, maybe a little more youthful looking, maybe one that's got a big future on down the road. But I love this paint goat right here, Loud and Proud, Timeless.
Yeah. So when we went to churches, this one come out of the next age group. More of the collaboration showcase type age group, but for what some of these things bring on the big side of these goats. I'm getting a lot of calls from families that say, man, we're coming. What one can win a division? Like if it's a lightweight division, if it's a middleweight division, we want one that can win a division. We may not be contenders on some of those Captain Obvious type biggins. But man, we got to have something that can win divisions and have kids have success with. And I love this one at the house. He is a ground pounder, but he's not deep bodied. He's little, but he's not steep. He's sound. He's good looking. He handles awesome. He proportions great. And I can just imagine that thing at one of those big shows under the big lights when he hits the ring in one of them lighter weight divisions. I think we've got one that has a real chance to compete right here.
Again, folks, here's our final consignment from Church Livestock, Lot 42, one with a big future for you. Lot 42, Loud and Proud, Timeless. Okay, folks, again, no strangers to the fever. This family comes to us from the Sunflower State up in Kansas, and Falkenstein show goats always bring the power to San Angelo to the fever, and here is an I Am the Way out of a Kill the Noise female, the FLK Goldie female. Goldie was the grand champion female at the 2025 National Western. So you talk about power in the blood. Here's an I Am the Way out of the famous Goldie coming to you from Falkenstein.
Yeah,
Lot 45.
I guess if we did Premier Sire, I Am the Way is probably going to win it tonight because the set of these I Am the Way kids here I think are absolutely awesome. And with that, I think we've got a standout offering in this Falkenstein goat here. The one out of Goldie was easily one of the most far-reaching ones. Hey, how about how sound that was in on the ground that they got turned loose of? Let's not knock the cameras over.
Yeah.
Good thing we got good nanny ranchers from Kansas around here.
Yeah,
They'll make a
ranchers.
move.
Yeah, we got them Kansas people. They're cowboy up when they need to.
One of the more extreme ones I thought we saw on our trip, just in terms of one that still has the I'm the Way look and elevation and balance and soundness with some big pieces. I mean, this thing's genuine bone column and foot size is huge. His loin is rivals those black sheep that we had on the stand earlier. His rack's big and shelfy. He's got a monstrous forearm in him. He's got a big stout head. I know Church went and saw those things, so I'll let him comment on some of these. But I think we've got one that needs to have some stars by him.
Yeah, on that trip that I made to check out some of these things before we got down here to San Angelo up north, this was by far the rankest animal I put my hands on that trip. He is giant in his rack shape, giant in his loin, and most impressively, his upper hip and pin set is just giant. I mean, it is just big everywhere. Big from stifle to stifle, got the big running gear down low. I like it. I like his mom. I like his dad. Good goat here with the right kind of pedigree.
Again, folks, coming to you from Falkenstein Show Goats, here is an I Am the Way out of the great Goldie, the Kill the Noise dam, who was our champion dam at the National Western in 25. Power in the blood.
Another graduate kid there from that firm. JC's got a set of goats to show in the fall on feed, but I don't think they're feeding springborns, and I can assure you, if they were, that one would never leave the house until he was going to win something.
Right. And here's lot 46, ladies and gentlemen. Black-headed Believe in Me weather out of an I Am the Way dam. Again, I Am the Way. We've said that several times today, but again, consistency and power in all those goats. Here's another one, lot 46 from Falkenstein's.
You know, I made the trip up to Luke's a couple times. Maybe the first time was on accident because I may have ran out of feed and needed a brother to help me out. But the second time was to look at his goats. The first time, this was bar none my favorite one at that stage in the game when these things were little rascals running around. Black-headed one had the giant feet, perfect built, flat-backed, and was really good in terms of his disposition and balance. I like this black-headed one a lot. Maybe not just the most explosive of Luke's set that he brought here today, but this look here from the side is hard to deny, Jake.
Yeah, this thing's got a killer silhouette. I mean, that thing's going to cast an awesome shadow on the ground, and I love the way this one's built from the ground up. Again, lot 46 from Falkenstein Show Goats. Believe in me, I am the way.
So, Jake, you're a pedigree enthusiast. Believe in me and I Am the Way are half brothers. They're both out of the blue team I Am Legend buck. So you're double-bred legend there. You're also double-bred tag team on the bottom side because those mamas were, I guess, three-quarter sisters. Believe in me's mom would be a tag, Keep the Faith 666, and I Am the Way's mom is a tag 666. So you've almost got a direct lineup there. We've done that a few times, and they're a little later coming. I will tell you, it looks like when you double the legend in that, and you see some of that at Jamie's also. When you double the legend in there, maybe the early muscle isn't quite as fast, but, man, those things get rank when they feed.
And again, the consistency in those pedigrees, that's why I love these pedigrees. That's why I study them. That's why I think when you stack those pedigrees, when you're making an investment in these goats like this, you take out the chance. You take out the possibility of failure because you're lining up those great pedigrees. Coming to you from Falkenstein, here's lot 47, folks. Curtain call, again, out of the great 2470 I Am the Way Dam. Again, here's another one, guys. So symmetrical. Love the body, the rib cage. Big, huge rib cage and big at the ground. Lot 47, Caden.
You know, if the goat thing ever turns south for Luke and he doesn't raise him anymore, there's one thing he'll never be, and that's a salesman. Because when we went by his house, he did not like this one, and he might be my favorite one in terms of his future and look here that Luke brought here today. I like this goat a lot. One that I think hit me really hard when we go in the pen in terms of his look up front, his presence and arrogance, yet his skeleton reads right. He's got the right shape and touch up high, yet still blends and balances really well from there back. I think he was a little bigger bellied the day that I saw him, and so Luke was real hard on him, kind of knocked him pretty hard. This goat's got a really bright future. I think he feeds, does the right thing for any family in any show.
You know, the term gets used some whiskey barrel ribbed, and that goat I don't think that goat is what you would call advanced in his muscularity yet, but you walk around behind that sucker, he's a foot wide, and his body cavity is massive. This one will be stout.
Yeah. I don't think Luke knows what he's talking about. I love this one.
I heard a story about something. We'll have to talk about that off the mic.
Okay.
I know Luke doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay,
about some things.
Lot 47, folks, the black-headed goat that just left. Lot 47, curtain call, I Am the Way. On the stage now, folks, here is lot 48. Here's a platinum son out of the great Falkenstein 2478 donor, the Kill the Noise dam. Again, you talk about symmetry, silhouette, and power all in one package. Here's lot 48, again, from Falkensteins.
There's a trio of these weathers I think Luke's going to offer throughout this trek of a sale weekend stretch that we're going to go on. 08 is definitely the stout-featured, burly, husky one that still props up and gives you a real nice look. I like this one's balance. I like his top line. I like his foot size. I like his bone. I like his fur, yet still props up and gives you a cute show goat image right now in this stage of the game to feed on down the road.
Again, here's lot 48. Again, platinum, Kill the Noise. Lot 48, and here comes lot 49, the full brother. Guys, again, consistency, power in the blood. You line up these flush brothers, and again, you're going to see a lot of similarities. Big rib cage, awesome structure. Lot 49, platinum son.
Maybe one of my favorites in terms of his look and just balance and striking presence of the trio of brothers we had. His chest plate and chest floor is non-existent, just like Jake made the hand motion. His neck is really skinny, and it's really long, and from there back, he absolutely explodes into a massive rib cage, really big hip, and a wide rump and stifle there that gives you a real good look from behind or from a three-quarter. I like this goat. Maybe not going to be the biggest when he gets to his 12 o'clock end point, but I think he's very high quality no matter where his weight range lands.
Again, guys, here is lot 49, again, coming to you from Falkenstein Show Goats. Thank you, guys, for bringing another great consignment to the Fever. Up next, coming to us, our friends here at Mock Livestock up here at Stephenville, Texas. Here's lot 26. Here is Believe the Hype out of the great Mock Livestock 24013 Lightning Easy Bake Soldier Boy Dam. I'm just going to read you what he's written in the notes here. This is one Kevin thinks maybe one of the top 5 goats he's ever raised and probably one of the most unique built ones he's ever raised. Here's lot 26 from Mock Livestock.
I've been pretty high on this one since he was little. He's not the bloomiest one that's here tonight. He's not the bloomiest one we brought. He's not the bloomiest one we've ever sold here. But we've really focused on making those goats short-bladed, making them extreme in their underline, from where their navel sets in their underline to where they go forward, making their flexibility right, making their neck and skull right, and then still have the body shape, the big ditch in their back, and the big wide pin set. That's very important to me. I think this one gets real close to where we're trying to be. Again, he's not bloomy and fat and all that, but I love this one.
Again, guys, lot 26 needs to be on everybody's short list. Kate, do you want to talk about this
one? No doubt. I think Kevin brought a really nice set, 4 black-headed ones that are all the part in terms of their kind and type and where we're going in terms of the showgirl world. This one is in terms of my favorites. He's on the short list. Like Kevin said, his shortness of blade, the way he wedges from there back, his touch and tone up high is really good. He's got a deep ditch right out of the back of his blade and progressively gets wider from there back. No, he's not the bloomiest, but if you're a stockman and you can see the indicators in terms of just true width and just dimension and creaseness in terms of his muscularity, I think this one's very, very high quality.
Again, folks, short list for everybody, lot 26. Believe the Hype out of the Great Lightning Easy Bake female, the Great 24013 from Mock Livestock. Next up for Mock, this is an I Am the Way Son, lot 29. You talk about a burly beast. Here is a burly stout, big rib cage one out of a Kill the Noise, out of the Golden Gloves mom. This thing is bred higher than a woodpecker's hole now. And I'm telling you, this thing has got the big, big pieces. Lot 29 from Mock Livestock.
Probably one of my favorites that Kev brought. And obviously, as we can all can see, he does have more flesh and condition on him today. But study this goat individually in terms of his self in his own right. That is a big front foot, a big forearm, a massive rib cage that lays the foundation for an absolutely exotic look in terms of his neck and height, the shoulder. Yet from there back, he's still got plenty of muscularity and blends and balance is really, really good. Going to be a bigger goat, got a little more grow and stretch to him, but I think that's where he fits. I think that's when he's 12 o'clock. When he gets to that 95, 100, maybe even a little more than that on down the road to play at a major. I like this one a lot. He's got a real, real wild look that looks like it can be fed well and presented well at a backdrop someday.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys, there's nothing can duplicate that presence when they hit the show ring, and this thing has got a off-the-charts presence here for lot 29 from Mock Livestock. I Am the Way, Kill the Noise combination just works every time. And next up for Mock Livestock is lot 27. Of course, lot 27, this thing here, again, guys, one that has got a big, big future. Believe the Hype out of the 23-121 dam. This one is a serious middleweight contender, in my opinion. Again, this combination fed really well last year out of this doe. This 23-121, which is a gravy Harlem female. The ones that came out of that doe last year were 5th overall in Louisville, reserve division in Denver, reserve grand at the Spring Royal, 2nd place Division III at Houston, and had 2 Texas County Fair champions. So, guys, when we talk about power in the blood, power in the maternal side of this thing, believe in me, here's a Believe the Hype out of the great 23-121.
Yeah, kind of what I said about Church's little paint goat. I think there's division goats here that a guy needs to pay attention to, and people need to have on their list. We thought this was one of them. He's got a little black on the back of his back foot, so don't take that away from him too much. That could probably be fixed in the right thing or two anyway. But I'll let Church talk about the stock.
Yeah, skinny, cute one right here that's got the right kind of shape and width. I like this one in terms of the kind he represents. He's flat-backed, and he's really, really big in his pin set. He's skinny yet today, but he looks like the kind that'll feed, that go home and just get better every single day that you got him on feed. I like his crease, his skinny neck, his cute-headed. Got the indicators to feed. I like this one a lot. Yeah, he's got a little black spot on his foot that maybe takes away from his look of balance and just look a wow factor a little bit. But I think that can be pushed to the wayside when this one's at his heavy 12 o'clock weight, because I think that goat's got a lot of quality.
Again, lot 27 coming to you from Mock Livestock, one that ought to be on everybody's short list, a big-time division contender right there. Next is lot 28, again from Mock Livestock. This is our final consignment. Again, this is a curtain call, son, out of the great Kill the Noise, out of I Am the Way's mother. You talk about power in the blood again. Here's a maternal power genetic package, and just will not miss, guys. I think this thing could be really, really big time down here in these early Texas shows.
Yeah, I like this one in terms of his look and striking presence here from the side. He's tall-shouldered, he's long-necked, and patterns and balances really, really well. Maybe not just the most explosive in terms of his shape of the ones Kevin's brought across the block here yet today, but this one's still got a look of quality and balance that I think feeds for a large variety of judges that we got judging across the nation this year. Good one here that's got a lot of upside and a lot of value to him.
Okay, again, guys, this final consignment, this is lot 28 from Mock Livestock. Okay, guys, coming to the stage again, no stranger to the fever and the quality that this firm has brought, coming to you from Stork Livestock. Macon and his great crew always bring the power, always bring the eye catchers. And, guys, this first consignment is lot 54. Burn the Boat, son, out of a bucket list dam. Guys, here's one again. When I was walking around the back, here's one that caught my eye from the minute. Again, this one just has so much presence, so good at the ground, and still got indications that there's going to be big, big hair on this one. And yet this one's body and shape just is unrivaled. Here's lot 54 from Stork Livestock.
Yeah, when I went by Makes, I thought his set this year was as deep or deeper than they've been in a couple of years. One thing he's never reached away from was genuine muscle, cage, feature, and stoutness. These goats all have that with maybe a little extra look than he's had there last year. I thought this set that he's brought today was very, very good. I was real high on him. I'll let Church talk him individually, but I think we lead off with a really nice one here.
Hey, the story starts on this one right here, Kev and Kent, from his face. I mean, that is a stout mug, a stout jaw, a really, really, really mean look about his head there, and it portrays that from their back. His forearm's big, his foot's big, everything bends and balances and fits together right from their back, yet he's got a big square back shape laid in that skeleton that balances up so well. I like this one here from Macon. I've heard a lot about how deep his set was this year. Excited to have these come across the block and tell you how we see them, because I think they're a very, very good set.
Again, this is going to be lot 54 from Stork Livestock. Burn the Boats bucket list, son. Again, lot 54 from Stork Livestock. Next on the stage is lot 55. This is lot 55, again from Stork Livestock. This is a straightforward, son. Hey, look at the width, the pin width, and the stoutness in this one here. Coming to you out of a Carry the Boats dam. The mother was a mate sister to Burn the Boats and was also raised the Reserve Division II at Rodeo Austin just this last spring. Here is lot 55 from Stork Livestock.
Hey, this one's look right here, Jake, fires me up. That's a skinny neck, a massive center cavity, and a real round muscular rump shape there that ties in and blends and portrays a really, really good show weather look here from the side. I like this goat a lot. There's not really much to be said. Down here on the carpet, when I kind of had a front three-quarter view, he's broad and opened up through his chest floor. His sternum sits up in him really, really good, and uniquely for that much shape, his underline is awesome. It lays in him really, really good and just balances and proportions really nice there from the side. I like this goat a lot. I think he does a lot of really neat things, especially to feed heavyweight.
Yeah,
Yep.
Macon and I talked about sell order here, and a lot of thought on where to put this one. We're going to run him second in his lineup. But, man, I think we got a hoss right here, a guy can tie into and go show whenever and wherever you're ready to win something.
Yep, I like this one a lot, folks. Lot 55 coming to you again from Stork Livestock. Straightforward, Carry the Boats, lot 55. On the stage now, another little powerhouse coming to you from Stork Livestock. Here's lot 56. Here's the kind of Jakey likes. I like them chubby and chunky. And here's an exclusive out of Carry the Boats. Another buck option for us tonight, guys. Weather buck option coming to you from Stork Livestock, lot 56.
Yeah, probably Macon's greenest or skinniest one, just in terms of ready to handle the day to go win a jackpot show. But, man, his feature and his foot size and his skull is very, very good. I think this goat's upside potential reads as much in anything. I'll let Church talk a little more about him, but I thought this one had a bright, bright future.
Yeah, I like this one, and especially his foot size feature and forearm there. Like Jakey's still sitting over here ranting and raving about how likes their foot size and likes them chubby and chunky and all the things right. But still, with that chubby and chunkiness, he's got a skinny neck and balances and gives you a striking look there. I think Jakey's onto something here. I like this goat from Macon.
Biggest paws of anything we've seen all day, guys. This thing's got the biggest foot, maybe the biggest features. I love this as a buck option, too, guys. Think of the possibilities of what this one could raise for you on down the line. Lot 56 coming to you from Stork Livestock, exclusive Carry the Boats.
What?
Next up for Stork Livestock, this is Lot 57. Lot 57 is going to be Hold the Light, Carry the Boats. This will be Macon's final entry for the sale or consignment for the sale tonight. And you talk about one that's got a lot of future. Here's one is really fresh in his presentation. Again, Lot 57, weather coming to you from Stork Livestock.
So when the getting gets tough and it's dark, you got three options, and one of them's holding the light. And I'd say at the end of tonight, you can let Macon have the rest of it, but
I'll always hold the light for you, mate.
you can say when the bidding gets done, a guy might be able to hold the light on this one. Go ahead, Church.
When the light shining on him, he's got plenty of dimples and creases everywhere. There's going to be shadows. I like this goat a lot. He's really stout. He's really muscular. He's really, really expressive. Good stuff here from Make.
Oh, boy. Guys, again, this is the last consignment from Macon Stork, but again, here's one really fresh in his presentation, but one that's got a big, big upside, big future. Do not miss these ones that are a little fresher in their condition. Lot 57, Stork Livestock, Macon, great, great, great consignment.
A mad goat.
All right, next up, my friend, Mr. Trent Kempker, another fellow Kansan, has brought a great, great set of goats this year to the Fever. And this one here is leadoff goat. Here's Lot 78. Here is a Platinum Son out of an I Am the Way dam that, guys, I'm telling you, this thing is stout. You talk about big, big pieces on one that's a little bit younger, a little bit fresher in condition. But this thing has got some big, big wild parts. Again, Lot 78 coming to you from Kempker Livestock.
Yeah, Trent sold the Grand at San Antonio here last year, as well as a couple other ones that got along really good. I don't have my list in front of me. One thing to take notes on as you're paying attention here, if you're watching online or if you're in the crowd taking your notes, on Trent's set, we just kind of shotgunned them on the sell order. We put them in there. We thought they were all real similar, offered some differences in look and build. So we really just kind of shotgun spread them through the sell order. What we're going to do on the leadoff, on Trent's leadoff lot, so I guess be the fifth lot to sell across the block, will be pick of the Kempker pin. And so the buyer will buy choice of your pick of Trent's offering. That go to be taken out of the sell order later on, and then we'll rock and roll them right on down the line. So make sure you take good notes on this set. Trent brought us 10 really good ones. The Platinum I'm the Way mating, speaking of genetics, and I'll let Church talk the stock, has been one of our favorite matings, not only for Trent and I's programs, but also for our customers. It just clicks. You get the look from I'm the Way, you get the stoutness from Platinum. I think we got that right here.
Yeah, radical stuff here from Trent. Tag 220. He's fat piped. He's really, really wide. Still cute and skinny about his neck, and yet radical in terms of his shape from behind. I like this goat. I don't think he gets just the biggest in terms of stature and just size in the endpoint. But I think this goat's got a load of quality, and when they're that good, I don't think it matters how big they are. They can still win.
And one thing nobody featured, nobody said about that option deal, you can take two of them. You can take two of them out of that deal. You can't take two?
No, we're taking one, and then we're selling the rest of them.
You chickens. All right, guys, but here's Lot 78 coming to you from Kempker Livestock. Platinum out of I Am the Way, Lot 78. Here's Lot 70 coming to you from Kempker Livestock. Here is another Platinum out of a Believe in Me, First Base. And, guys, another option here, another buck option for you as buyers. Guys, here's one again. I think from a pedigree standpoint, from a genetic combination, maybe as unique a goat as we're going to bring across the sales stage tonight with a buck option, guys. You can this thing here could really make them for future generations. And here's a platinum, believe in me, first base.
Yeah, I like this goat's look here from the side. We all can see how exotic he is in terms of his front third. He's tall-shouldered, he's skinny-necked, he's really, really shallow and short-bladed, yet still proportions and wedges right from there back. He's skinnier than a couple other ones that Trent brought, but like we've talked on some other skinnier ones today, this one's got a ditch down his back. He's groovy in terms of his shape, and yet his hind leg posture and pin set is right to feed and get stouter every day of his life. These goats feed. I've fed multiple from Trent, and I've got along with him real good. I like this goat a lot, and I think he's got a very bright future.
Again, guys, this is lot 70, platinum, believe in me, first base. And make a note here, this goat right here has got a buck option for us tonight in the sale. Lot 70, Kempker Livestock. On the stage now, is there a goat up there? I can't see him. Oh, I do see them white feet. He's blending right into our new digs this year, but here's lot 71 coming to you again from Kempker Livestock. Here is an I Am the Way out of Daddy's Issues, good as gold, the great 40-22 dam. Again, another buck option coming to you from Kempker Livestock.
Yeah, maybe the wildest profile in the one that Trent brought. Big off the ground, lots of air and elevation, lots of athleticism, and a real crispy back in this thing. Got a neat color pattern. The black color ain't nothing to knock on anymore, guys. Those things can flat get along, whether it be black-headed or black-bodied or both. And I think we've got one right here that's got a real chance, Church.
I just thought of a great name. If you keep
Mom was the Grand O at Kansas City.
Oh, I just thought of a great name for this. And Trent, somebody wants to keep this in as a buck, they could call him Black Cat. What a name for a goat, Black Cat. Huh?
You know, Jake,
go
I'm
ahead,
in.
Church.
I'm in. There might be some haters back here, but I'm in. We're going to leave it at that. I like this goat. He's real good looking, like Kev said. He's radical in terms of his back shape and just four-rib shape, yet still big in terms of his upper hip. Maybe he's not the most common colored one that we've had come across the block today. He's unique. He's still got some out there pieces to go along with it, like this white-footed black goat a lot.
Again, guys, this is lot 71 coming to you from Kempker Livestock. Again, a buck option on the I Am the Way 40-22, the Daddy's Issues, good as gold. Next up for Kempker is lot 79. This is a Trendsetter son, trendsetter out of a Believe in Me, out of the great 40-74 dam. Again, coming to you from Kempker Livestock, lot 79.
Yeah, Mom here is a Believe in Me on Keep the Faith sister. Trendsetter would be the flushmate brother to Blaze's goat that wins San Antonio this last year that we actually lost a little untimely there last month. So there's not going to be many of those available. Probably Silhouette's about as close to the San Antonio champ on this same block a year ago as any of them we've seen, just in terms of look and elevation and still being neat and stout structured. I like this one a lot, Church.
Yeah, 212 when I went by Trent's was the first one to catch my eye when I walked in the pen there initially because he's so big-footed and he's so radical in terms of his just chest width and forearm shape. He was giving me a chest view when I first walked in, and I pointed at him and said, hey, what's that? And we grabbed a hold of him. He's got a big creasy back to go along with it. When he props up and doesn't quite fight Trent like that and just gives into him and drives up like he was that day at the farm, he's got an awesome look and an awesome running gear to go along with it. I like this goat a lot. I think he feeds well. I think he gets better every day. Hits me really hard.
Again, folks, here's lot 79, the Trendsetter son out of the great Believe in Me, out of Keep the Faith sister, the great 40-74 dam at Kempker's.
Hey, Camden, you think Trent's still mad? He's acting a little mad.
Go next, folks. The black-headed goat that's on the stage right now. This is lot 74 from Kempker. Here's a Believe in Me goose. Whether that, again, big-time silhouette, awesome structure in this lot 74 consignment from Kempker Livestock.
171, easily one of the wilder looking ones that have we studied here from the side. A black-headed goat that's got lots of brothers that Trent brought here today is really, really neat in terms of the way he ties in up high, tall-shouldered, ties his neck directly out of the top side of his blade there, and I don't think you can make them any leveler from the point of their shoulder to the top of their hip and out through their tail set than 171 is here up on the block. I like this goat a lot, and yet still with that look, he's got the right kind of crease and shape to him. He fits a lot of the judges that we got judging this year in terms of their priorities on look, balance, structure, and build, and yet still having muscle to go along with it. He hits me hard. Good goat here.
Again, folks, lot 74, Believe in Me Goose from Kemker Livestock. The next consignment from Kemker is lot 72. This is an I Am the Way out of the 4022 dam again. The Daddy's Issues Good as Gold. Again, this is lot 72 on this paint goat right here. Love the way this is built.
Yeah, a different colored paint than Trent brought us here to offer today. Maybe one of the more normal colored ones that we were used to seeing at the Fever. This one is radical. He is out there. He pushes the envelope in a lot of areas, yet I love every single ounce of it because this brown-headed, brown-hipped one hits me hard in terms of his look up front. He is absolutely giraffe-necked, tall-shouldered, and get on top of this one from where Zane Reddifer's standing right there. That is a round rib cage that progressively gets wider and comes back into a really, really stout upper hip and pin set. Watch him walk away, and his hock and foot placement is right on the outer edge of his body wall and stays square and wide from there back. I like this goat a lot. He handles good. He looks like he's going to feed, and maybe he can even be pushed to Denver, and I think fits well there. Really, really good paint here from Trent.
Again, lot 72. Here's an I Am the Way son out of a Daddy's Issues Good as Gold from Kemker Livestock, lot 72. Next one up is lot 73. Here's lot 73. Again, here's another full brother to the last one. An I Am the Way out of the 4022 dam. The Daddy's Issues Good as Gold. Another paint goat coming to you from Kemker Livestock.
You know, Trent, he's told me all along, and Kevin did too after he saw this set of goats before I did, that this was arguably the deepest set that Trent has ever brought to the Fever. And, you know, I didn't want to believe him because we all know Trent's brought some good goats and done lots of winning here at the Fever, but got up there and studied them for myself. And even when they made the haul south, this is, in my opinion, one of the deeper sets from top to bottom that Trent's ever got here. Well, what are we, Jake? 6 or 7 down, and then we get this black belted goat up here, and he fits the bill. I mean, this is long-necked. He's really, really good-bodied. I like this goat. He looks like the kind that I like to feed and go and try to be competitive at the biggest stage. Real good stuff here from Trent. I like this brindle paint a lot.
Again, folks, this is lot 73 coming to you from Kemker Livestock. I Am the Way out of 4022.
You lose your voice?
Next up is lot 77. This goat here, again, is a Believe in Me goose. We've had that pedigree back here a couple goats ago. Again, coming to you from Kemker Livestock. You talk about a great silhouette, one that casts an awesome shadow here. Love the way this one's built. I just love its design. Lot 77.
Yeah, highlight lot for me of Trent's offering and the wholesale. You know, one of them I think a guy needs to pay attention to and be on a short list. Absolutely stellar from the side. Real steel handling, round-bodied, shallow, short-bladed, all the extras you want to talk about. Church, I did not lose my voice. I was just taking notes over here so I can answer everybody's questions, the 117 questions that I've got since we started this thing. So go ahead, Church, but I did not lose my voice, and I do like this goat.
I like this goat too. 229 hit me hard when I was there. He was actually in a different pen than the original Fever set that they had picked out, and I thought this one was really, really nice. Like Kevin said, balances and proportions real nice. Real steel handle up high and got the right kind of shape and curvature to his stifle back there. Big-time goat, big-time player. I like this goat a lot.
Again, folks, here is lot 75 for those of you who are watching at home. Lot 75, Believe in Me goose from Kemker Livestock. Next up is the final consignment from Kemker Livestock. This is lot 76, Believe in Me goose. Another.
We got one more. There's one more.
Oh, there is?
This is 75.
Oh, this is 75.
Jake, you're getting old.
Hey, funny thing about it,
Hey,
Jake,
I can
these are
be
them
replaced.
Flushmate brothers. These are all them Flushmate
I know
brothers.
they all look alike to me, so it's easy to confuse me anyway, but when you throw all these ones that look alike in here, here's lot 75.
Pretty
Shut
hard
up,
to fi-
Kemker.
pretty
Don't
hard to-
say it.
Pretty hard to fire a
Don't
volunteer,
say,
isn't it?
don't, yeah, I'm getting paid so much right now. But here's the Believe in Me goose. Here's lot 75. I get them all confused because they all look alike because they're all flush brothers. But again, another one, guys, again, from the body, the way this one's built, right behind his shoulder, right in his lower rib cage, all the way back into his flank. Love the way this one's built, Churchy.
Yeah, one of the more moderate, stouter kind of a brothers that Trent brought us here of those Believe in Me gooses. But I still think this one certainly got a place. He's real steel in terms of his back shape and rear shape there, and yet still skinny-necked, shallow-chested, and props up and runs uphill from the side. Not going to have as much growth probably as some of his brothers, but still, goats certainly got a place. And like Kevin said, division winner type caliber here, and them lighter to middleweight divisions on down the road. Like this goat a lot.
Again, guys, here's lot 75. That black-headed goat's lot 75 for Kemper Livestock. And here is the final one. Here's lot 76, another full brother. Check out the bone, the foot, and the power in this lot 7. The last one we're bringing to you from Kemper. Hey, this one may be as interesting an animal as we brought up here, Trent. I love this one's structure. I'm going to say this. This one is taller at his shoulder and runs uphill the way we like to see him.
Yeah, I got the good tall withers. Switch the role here. Hey, but seriously, though, this one's tall-shouldered. He props up and gives you an excellent view here from the side. Big-footed, awesome running gear, really, really sound. Nice goat here from Trent.
Again, lot 76. Another one, guys, I have a lot of stars on this one. I marked down in my notes here. I love this one. Lot 76 coming to you from Kemper Livestock. Again, that concludes their consignment. All right, folks, as we start this next one, coming to you from the Blue Team Weathers. Hey, guys, I absolutely love this one. He came off the trailer, ran into these guys at the gas station up here in early Texas earlier today, and got a chance to see these goats. Here's a Dark Moon, lot 64 from the Blue Team Weathers, out of a Soldier Boy Morgan. Here, of course, Dark Moon was sired by the grand champion market goat, again at the 2026 Rodeo Austin. So there is power in the blood here. This Dark Moon buck is getting it done. Has got it done here this last year. And guys, here's an opportunity to buy a paternal brother to your champion goat at Austin this last year. Many Texas majors and national shows these guys have raised, and they don't ever come to town with one that you are not going to love. The power, the structure, and the look. And check out this cape, this black cape goat here, Caden. I love the way this one's built from the ground up.
Yeah, I went to Jamie's twice. Went there before his farm sale 2 weeks ago, and then went again early this week to go back through them all again. And both times we looked, this one was on the top of the list to come to the fever just from his presence, his stoutness, his build, his feature and foundation, and does all that with just a show pony look from the side. Thought this one was really good, Church.
Yeah, no doubt. When we get to the point in the preview, when we get down to where Blue Team is finally bringing theirs across, it gives me a little bit of heart race, and I get to revved up a little bit because I know what they're going to bring across is real, real good. This Dark Moon weather hits me really hard. First time I've seen him, but the black-caped one is radical in the way he's built. He's skinny-necked. He's really round-bodied. He's really, really big in terms of his shape and muscularity from behind, yet still got the big feet and the awesome running gear that Blue Team's known for. I like this weather a lot. I think he's got a big league look with a really, really, really muscular kind.
Again, guys, if you don't have this one marked on your sales sheet, you better get some stars by lot 64 from the Blue Team Weather Group. Again, Dark Moon Sun. Love, love, love this weather. Coming to you again on stage, here's the second of the Blue Team consignment. Coming to you again, lot 65. You talk about an absolute powerhouse. Here is a Lightning Sun out of the great 23026 dam. You talk about ones that I think make a big difference. Here's one that's got the big pieces, extra fuzzy legs, but more important, this thing's a speed horse in my opinion. This thing's got the look and the power to go with it.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that we found in this last kick through, and I just loved his hair quality, his genuine foot size, the elevation of his shoulder, the ease of flex he's got there in his neck, the way his spine sets in him, and then he does all that. He is very, very square and expressive when you get on top of him. His pin bones are set way out wide. His forearm's big. He's got a shelfie rack, and his loin ties seamlessly into that big hip.
I love this one's build, guys. I think it's really, really unique. How big-footed, how stout forearmed, and just flexible he is from front to rear, yet still has the creases and the shape from behind. He looks big league to me. He looks like the kind that you take home and you feed hard and you set a target date and you project him to that, and he's only going to get better because that's the kind of build and skeleton and foot size that never fades away, and you can build on top of it. He's still got the right kind of shape to go with it. I like this goat a lot.
Yeah, I love this one too, guys. Lot 65 coming to you from the Blue Team Weathers. Lot 65, Lightning Sun. Have him on your short list. Okay, and also one of the sale features every year comes to you from my great friends up at Pfeiffer Farms. Hey, these guys always bring the goods to town, and Kels has not shorted us again this year. He's brought the great ones. Here is a Deja Vu out of a Purple Rain dam. You talk about a chubby, chunky one. These are the kinds I love, guys, right here. These ones, the ones that are built like this are the ones that you always get along with. Here's lot 91 from Pfeiffer Farms.
Yeah, Kelsey and his crew put together an awesome set. I was very certain when I left there the first time that this was the best set they brought to the Fever. I thought just from top to bottom, the uniformity, their size, their expression, their feet and legs, I think are really, really good. And then with that, this one here, man, he stood out like a diamond in a bull. You know what I'm saying, Jake? You know that saying? Man, he has got a big noggin. When he looks at you, he looks like he's going to kill you. His rib is huge. His muscles are big. He's got awesome set to his rear leg. I don't know what Church is going to say about him, but I thought this was a big time one here.
Yeah, I saw these goats multiple times in the hair and slicked off here, and this Deja Vu hit me hard every single time I looked at these babies. He is rank, he is radical, just like Kevin said. He's aggressive in terms of his shape and width from front to rear, yet still, as out there and just aggressive as he is everywhere, he still stays in check in terms of his skeletal quality and build and flexibility. I like this goat a lot. You know, Kelsey, 1,800 babies, that's a lot, but there's still one out here that stands amongst the top, and that's this Deja Vu right here. I like him a lot.
Again, folks, here's the first of the consignment from Pfeiffer Farms, lot 91, Deja Vu, Purple Rain, super stout, one that ought to be on everybody's list. Here's lot 92 coming to you from Pfeiffer Farms. Here's a Platinum Sun, ladies and gentlemen, out of a hidden treasure, another weather that's got that killer look, awesome profile. Great look from the side, but got the big pieces to go with it. Big top, and I just love the way this one's built too, Caden.
You know, we sold a lot of weathers out of HT, kind of in his heyday here that won major shows, and they're starting to get those into production here. And so we got a Platinum back on an HT here. Man, you talk about parallel lines and one that's just really strong in his top line. He's big-armed. He runs uphill. His hips jet level, everything proportions and reads square. I like the way his hock flexes when he drives into him right there, and one that handles as hard as pipe.
Yeah, I second that handle. Touching him up there, it's big and it's crispy. I like it a lot.
Okay, guys, again, lot 92 coming to you from Pfeiffer Farms, Platinum Hidden Treasure, lot 92.
You know, Jake, Trent raises a lot of goats, but I think Kelsey raises like one, maybe two more. He's kind of on top.
Yeah, yeah. I've been out there when they've been putting embryos in. I know how many they raise there at the old homestead. Here's a lot 93. Here's a Miss Call Sun. Guys, again, another one. I just absolutely love the symmetry of this goat, the power, the big feet. Just check out the foot shape and the size of the feet on this goat. hey, if they're good at the ground, they're going to stay good all the way through to the end point. And here's lot 93, Miss Call's son from Piper Farms.
Yeah, the missed calls have been one of their more popular bucks to use there. They fed. Those things look really good when they hit the ring in terms of feature and just genuine shape. They've got a little extra flair there to their rear leg and stifle muscle. They've got big racks and just extremely powerful out of the backside of their shoulder. I think this one does all of that, Church, in a very balanced way.
In the hair, this one was one of the more radical ones, I thought, in terms of neck posture, chest width, and yet still having that big a hip and stifle shape. And what I love most about him, with him being that wild-looking, big-chested, and big-hipped, his hind leg was absolutely incredible. It's big, it's bendy, it's flexible, and he maintains that arrogance and presence and spine running loose in the pen. I like this goat a lot.
Again, here is the lot 93, a missed call out of an OBX dam, and coming to you from Piper Farms, lot 93. Here's lot 94. Now, here's an OBX son out of a shag female. Here's lot 94, and you talk about one that is absolutely striking from the moment you lay eyes on it. This thing is so good in its lines, really tall its shoulder, but got the big feet and big pipe to go with it. Lot 94.
Yeah, OBX, he's no stranger to the winner's circle. That buck's doing a lot of good, not only siring goats that are being successful in the show ring, but making does and females that are going on and being very good for guys and making better ones every single day. In this weather, he represents a lot of things that OBX has done good for a lot of different people. He's moderate, he's wide, he's square, he's really shapely in terms of his touch down his spine and his shape from behind. I like this goat a lot. Again, one of them that's maybe not going to be the biggest. He's maybe not going to be one of those heavyweight goats in the end, but this goat's still got a lot of quality to be certainly successful into the middleweight divisions.
Again, lot 94 coming to you from Piper Farms, Platinum or OBX out of a shag dam. Lot 95 is on the stage again, and you talk about a big muscled, big piece weather right here. Check out the stoutness, the big wide pin set, and the extra muscle here on this Lot 95 Platinum Hidden Treasure, bred just like the Lot 92 goat. And guys, when you can get both off the chairs to come handle this one, both of them said wow when this one came on here. Guys, here's one that it strikes me as hard as any of them that we've had on the stage today. Here's Lot 95 coming to you, Platinum Hidden Treasure from Piper Farms.
Hey, folks, wake-up call. This one looks good up here on the block. Draw him any better, I challenge you. Tall-shouldered, jet level in his spine, yet still most impressive of that goat. Obviously, his silhouette and posture there caught Kev and I's attention and got us up out of our seats to go handle him. But hands-on, that one's groovy and that one's big. Kev, I don't know what you touched up there, but it was really impressive to me.
Well, I'm making sell order adjustments because Kelsey doesn't necessarily send all of his information in timely, so we don't have all our tag numbers on the sell order just yet. So we're making sure we got this. We're moving on up like Fred Sanford right here.
Kelsey
What's that guy's name? Not Fred Sanford. What's that?
Kelsey needs to hire better help. Some of his help isn't quite as on sharp as.
Well, what I've noticed is Carissa's involved. Everything goes smooth.
Yeah.
When she's not,
Yeah, the help needs help. But this one here, guys, I'm going to tell you, I know we've been doing this for about 2.5 hours. 6743 is his ID, but here's lot 95. Guys, this one here, in my opinion, and I don't get asked to judge many goat shows, but if I did, it'd be hard to get around this one for me. Love the way this one's built.
Hey,
lot 95, Platinum Hidden Treasure.
If I was a betting man, I bet Jerry made this mating decision. Bar none, hands down. That's a Jerry Pfeiffer mating right there.
Yep, it is. All right, next up is lot 96. Lot 96, here's a Game of Thrones out of Heir to the Bear. Guys, lot 96 coming to you from Piper Farms.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones on the trip too. This one's cage and hip is so broad. He might have a hard time putting it together until he matures, but he is literally so wide through his center body. His forerib is massive, his chest is big, and his hip is extremely wide. I think one for a lot of guys we got sorting of church can be highly competitive.
Yeah, he's out there. This one pushes the limits in terms of just true muscularity and striking look. He is very, very bubbly. He's creasy. He is wild look in terms of his neck length and presence. I like this one a lot. He does a lot of really neat things.
Okay, folks, again, Lot 96 coming to you from Piper Farms, Game of Thrones, Heir to the Bear, Lot 96. The paint goat that just hit the stage, this is Lot 97 coming to you from Piper Farms. Here is a pin drop out of a revoked dam, a very unique color, but more importantly, study the foot structure, study the structure as a whole in this goat right here. So tall at his shoulder, so good from his sternum all the way down to his knee. Love the way this one's designed. Here's Lot 97. You guys like a little color in your life, you're going to love Lot 97 from Piper Farms.
Yeah, maybe the quickest sort when they were in the hair and we were there as far as getting this one to the fever group. We started sorting through those things, and it was a gate cut. Hey, grab that one and put him over there. We went through them again, kept sorting them down, grab that and put him over there, grab that and put him over there. Easy decision right here. I love this goat. I love his feedability. Feet and legs are awesome. I actually think his color is really good, the way it lays into him. I think this is a nice one here, Church.
Yeah, exactly where I was going to get with right there. The paint that this one has on him is in the perfect spots everywhere. I like his I like his pattern. I like his balance. I like his proportionality. Yet his feet are big. His hair is really, really good. And yet he handles and touches with a lot of shape and just true turn. I like this goat a lot. Every time I've been there, he's a paint goat that I'm drawn to and initially just want to look at and gravitate towards because his presence is so good and he's got the big fat timber down low. Like this paint goat a lot. Good stuff here from Pfeiffer.
Yep, love this one, guys. Lot 97. I'd be putting some stars by this paint goat. That one there will be run with all the best ones. On the stage now is Lot 98 coming to you again from Piper Farms. Here's a timeless out of a revoked dam, Lot 98. Again, coming to you, a little fresher condition, but boy, awesome structure. Piper Farms, Lot 98.
I think timeless has worked probably the best at Kelsey's. As he is anywhere. He just clicked on those does. On does that they've sold, he's worked at my house on Piper does. He's worked at Church's house on Piper does. It just seems to work, and I think it worked right here, kind of showing off what he does on that female line, just from a feedability standpoint, kind of bulletproof build with extra handle. I don't know what you think, Church, but I thought this one was real good.
You know, maybe not as aggressive in terms of his foot size and hair that you normally see out of a timeless. By no means is he frail. He's still got foot size and bone and everything proportions, but uniquely, this one's body cavity and just true shape and just curvature in terms of his muscularity is really, really good. I like this goat a lot. I think his mating's good. It's consistent. It's proven. It feeds. It does really, really well. Good stuff here from the crew.
Again, Lot 98 coming to you from Piper Farms. Timeless revoked, Lot 98. On the stage now is Lot 99. Coming to you again from Piper Farms. Here's a loud and proud out of a bow-down female. Again, we've been talking about silhouette and look. You cannot deny the fact that when them better-looking ones come in the ring, Caden, every one of those judges always are drawn to those ones that give you a little killer look. Here's one that's silhouette and profile, absolutely slap you in the face.
Yeah, no doubt. His presence and look and length of body and just arrogance is very, very good. Yet still, he's got the loud and proud foot size, feature, and fur down low with the right kind of just back shape and hip shape to go along with it. Maybe not as far along in terms of his lower body balance right now. I think maturity and just time, that'll get better. But still, one in terms of his look, length, levelness, foot size, and fur is really, really good. Looks like he'll feed and be competitive on down the road.
Yep, here's Lot 99. Again, Lot 99. Piper Farms, loud and proud, bow down. Again, Lot 99. Up next is Lot 100. Again, coming to you from Piper Farms Consignment. Check out the forearm and the power in this little stud. Here's a pin drop revoked. Guys, again, here's one that hit me hard when he came on the carpet. Love this one from the ground up. This one just keeps getting stouter the farther up you go. Here's Lot 100 from Piper Farms.
Yeah, I thought this goat was one of the better ones in Kelsey's set as well. Man, he's got big feet. Again, his lines are parallel. He's got a great big arm in him, a real square pin set, and a real broad back.
Yeah, same pedigree as that paint weather that we had up here on the block earlier.
Flush mates, I guess, Kelsey.
Yeah, flush mates. Big-footed, big fur, just like that one, yet still a lot of the same things can be said about both of those goats. When we study the red-footed brother up here on the block, he's level, he's balanced, he proportions right, yet still got the right kind of shape. Big-time stuff here from Kelsey. Like this set a lot so far.
Love, love, love this one, guys. Again, full brother, full flush mate to that paint goat that they had, the one everybody liked here earlier. Here's lot 100, pin drop revoked. And the last consignment from Piper Farms this year is the lot 101 goat. Again, one extremely awesome killer look from the side. Here's lot 101, timeless out of the bow down dam. Here's lot 101 from Piper.
Going through them early and get my eyes on them. This one was one that, just like that first Deja Vu, always came to the forefront for me in terms of their type and kind. A little different speed than some of the other ones Kelsey's had right here. A little more up and out, a little taller shouldered, a little shorter bladed, and a little more wow factor in terms of their look, yet still's got that Pfeiffer punch and power to the top side of his skeleton and out through his hip and stifle there. Like this one a lot. I think his skeleton feeds. I think his kind is the right kind for today, and he does a lot of cool things for on down the road.
Okay, again, folks, lot 101, final consignment from Piper Farms. Again, great consignment, Kelsey. I look forward to selling those for you tonight. Okay, folks, just on the short rows, we just got 3 head left for our preview, but here is lot 3 coming to you again from Richardson Livestock. Lot 3, here's a platinum out of a McLovin LFA, a wild-necked, really cool built, crazy bodied one. This thing is a freak on the carpet right here. And guys, just because we're getting to the end of this preview doesn't mean the quality. Actually, the quality has gotten tremendously competitive. This thing has got some wild parts. Rarely do you find one with that skinny a neck, with that huge a body as this one gives that look to.
Yeah, my buddy Jake here, he's got a pair of nice ones, man. I looked at these things early at the house. It was super high on them. Platinum worked well there on his awesome does, and I think it combined the silhouette, the athleticism, the shoulder and neck design that's so important to him with a little bit of burly from Platinum. I just love this thing. I loved him in the hair. Jake's been on a tear. Those getting 2 of these awards banners and fathead cutouts later on for the kids that bought his 2 goats last year. But man, I think this one's got big time potential. If he's not on your short list, you either don't want to win a goat show, or you or just don't see him, I guess, the way that I do. But I think this goat's real nice.
You know, Jake, as we get through talking about the fever, obviously you can get to rambling on a lot about these goats and how good they are and go on. And sometimes you just need to keep it simple. Let the good ones be good, and that's exactly what this one is. He's good looking, he's wide, he's got muscle, and he's sound. Other than that, what more could you want? I think this is good stock from Jake. I love this goat a lot. Good stuff, Jake P.
Yep, the only thing I see wrong with this goat is he needs a new address. And guys, I'm telling you, this one here you'll have a lot of fun if you guys get this one sacked up and get him home. You'll have a lot of fun throughout this next fall and winter. Again, lot 3 from Richardson Livestock, platinum out of a McLovin dam. And the other consignment from Richardson Livestock, here's lot 4, another platinum son out of a Cheddar KO female. This one is a mate to their leadoff at the Richardson and Friends, who brought 36,000. Here's a mate to that one. Guys, here's one that if you read through this, the dam of this goat, this Cheddar KO, was a flush mate to Echo Lewis, who won the Western Bonanza, the Revival, the Showcase, was 5th overall heavy at the Kansas City show, 2nd behind the Grand at the North American, and Grand at the Amarillo Classic. Guys, when we talk about power in the blood, check out the look and the profile and the silhouette this thing's giving you. Here's a goat with a lot of power and a lot of look. Lot 4.
He's cute. He's got big legs. He's really skinny-necked, and he's got a big punch. Kevin, you went up there and touched him. It looks creasy, and it's got the right kind of edges from here. But I'll let you kind of say what you saw.
It's big, shelfy, square. Loin edge is killer. Got a Mrs. Baird's bread loaf laying on top of his rack. I think this one's real nice, guys. He works for about anybody we got judging, I think, and he actually, probably works for a long time too. So I think a real good goat here.
This one's got big future. Here's lot 4 from Richardson Livestock, Platinum out of the Great Cheddar KO female. And, folks, our final goat that we're going to have on display today and on our preview is lot 23, coming to you from Smith Livestock. Here's lot 23, a first mate son out of a timeless justified dam. Guys, here's one. I don't know where you'd change this one. This thing has got some big pieces.
Well, Jet's
Hello, Jet.
Hello, Jet. Jet's been on a heater coming off the year they've had, and talking last night. And this is actually going to be the first goat that we sell tonight across the block, Jake. So put that in your short list. But I saw this thing last week at the house and just thought he was phenomenal. He's got a lot of hype and interest in him. The goat looks the part. He handles the part. And another one that whoever ends up with this one, I can promise you, Jet's going to be right there by your side from here to then, and making sure this thing's tuned in. He's extra burly. He's flexible and athletic. Let Church talk a little more about him, but I think an awesome place to start, not only because of the goat, because of the year this crew's coming off of and everything they represent.
Yeah, no doubt. Couldn't be more proud for my good friend Jet and his fiance JC coming off an incredible year, grand weather at the Tulsa State Fair, multiple division wins throughout the fall, and then cap it off with the Grand Doe there at the Oklahoma Youth Expo. Incredible stuff, and real proud of the stuff they're doing there at their firm. Best friend's doing an awesome job, and it brings us one to the fever tonight that's an absolute hammer. Broad, wide, stout, really dense in terms of his kind, yet still is built right. He's flat back, Jakey. He's got the really good hind leg, and his shoulder lays in him right. If you're serious about winning and want to really have somebody on your side that's going to do a good job, there's nobody more that I trust than Jet Smith, and he'll be right there with you. Good stuff here from my buddy.
And I'd rather lead this one than follow this one right here, folks. Here's going to be the one that starts the whole show off tonight. Jet, great goat there. Again, a first mate out of a timeless justified, lot 23 from Jet Smith Livestock. Guys, thanks for joining us tonight. Hey, we will begin the presentation tonight at 7:07. We'll begin the awards presentation tonight at 7:07. So, folks, take a chance to come back and ask questions to all these consigners. Go back, get your hands on these goats. Take time to go look at them. As deep an offering as we've ever brought to St. Angelo for the Fever. And I'm looking forward to the night ahead of us, guys. Kevin, thanks for having me again, and what a great preview.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. One thing I would ask you, if you're online or if you're in person, give us some time to get organized. Give these goats a break. Let the consigners kind of get organized. Would ask that you not handle them or go into any of that until 5 o'clock this evening. We'll have refreshments starting at 4. We'll have a meal here about 5:30, and it'll be a long night. We appreciate everybody being here.